live one. Big.
Yep, I'm live.
Perfect.
So we're good. Yep. Try not to mess with the mic too much because I know it like messes with the sound. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so I'm basically streaming this to YouTube and Facebook as well because I really wanna, try to get the awareness out there to as much people as I can.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Dancing. Oh my god. I don't think she can hear you.
You're muted, just so you know.
Ah. Hello?
Is it working?
There's something dancing.
Dancing, can you hear us?
Nowhere, gig.
Okay. Now we can hear you. Perfect.
It's nowhere. What video? What? Wait.
Yeah, you gotta switch your screen over. I have you tabbed up too. Ow. Ooh.
I heard that.
Ooh.
That sounded like a good pop.
Yeah. I love it so much.
Same. One of my stems is cracking my knuckles, so I try to avoid it on like podcast, but during my streams you'll hear my knuckles just crack.
Oh, that's...
So-
I can't figure it out. That's why.
What's going on? You got it?
Are you good?
Can you hear us now?
Yellow.
I don't know that she can hear us. I'm wondering.
Alright. Let me
Technical difficulties, everyone. Give us just a moment.
sorry about that.
You're good. Completely fine. I'm so used to him now, like I'm not even worried.
Okay, I'm here.
You can hear us?
Perfect.
You good?
Yes, I can.
Great.
Perfect.
Oh,
okay.
sorry about that. I need to figure out how to disable that whenever I do the thumbs up. It decides to give the thumbs up. And I'm like, nah, let's not do that.
Hey, Gadu, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. What I said.
Hi, gig.
Yeah, this is a very a very special thing that we're doing here. Like, especially starting this podcast. Like me, myself, actually all three of us. We've all been through a stroke, and all of our stories are very, very different, but equally horrifying. And the fact that we're here to share our stories with you. We just want to do the best we can to spread the awareness to everyone, and by doing this, we're already doing the best we can to spread that awareness. You never know.
Yeah.
You could be the reason why you saved someone's life from having a stroke. You know what to look for. You know what to pay attention to. And you know how to you know how to act. You're not just gonna stand there like a stone statue. You'll be like, oh, call 911 right away. Don't give them water. Oh, that's the biggest one too. When someone has a stroke, do not ever give them water. That's the worst thing you could ever do.
Anytime like you're having some kind of medical emergency, they're gonna tell you like absolutely don't eat, don't drink water, don't drink anything. And
Yep.
that's because if you're in surgery and you're under anesthesia, you can easily have complications, and you don't need that.
Exactly. Yeah, how choking hazard, exactly, gay. Yeah, exactly, man. That's the worst thing, like, because that once we'll have a stroke, like half of our face is gonna be drooping, our muscles will not be working properly, so our throat probably
Yeah.
will not be able to swallow anything, and that could choke us out, and
Correct.
that's the worst thing that could happen.
Well, because our esophagus at that point may not be working, you can easily inhale the water instead, and we don't need that at all.
Yep, exactly. And
yeah,
oh my goodness, it was definitely like each and every one of us had like a horrific experience, and damn.
I think the biggest thing. Yeah, I think the biggest thing too with doing this podcast is we want to kind of show that like everybody has had a different experience with a stroke, and everybody has had a different experience coming out of a stroke as well. Everybody's going to be different, so that's kind of the biggest thing that like I hope gets spread about this, and I know this is something you want as well, is the fact that like people can recognize the warning signs while they're happening, and we can make sure like this doesn't happen because we don't want it to happen.
Exactly. But yeah, so dancing here is gonna be again sharing her life story with us of her perfect experience, and dancing, go ahead. It's all yours.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I was 9 years old, and we just finished third grade, and I just finished my dance recital, and my mom and I decided to go out to the lake, our lake. Okay. Oh wait.
You just check and make sure you're not muted. I get it. No, you're good. I'm teasing you.
And so I made a friend out there on the lake with her dad. They were just camping again. And suddenly I'm just swimming in the water, being bored to myself. And suddenly something pulled me under the water. And so my mom grabbed me up and she told this friend that I made, go tell your dad to call 911. And then she rushed me into the truck and put me into the passenger seat, and we drove into the ranger station. I didn't know what was going on. At the time, my mom thought I was bit by a catfish. And she was crying, and suddenly the ambulance came, and I'm just like, I want to go back to the lake. I want to keep swimming. I didn't know what was going on. And so there was two paramedics. One checked my knees, and one checked my heart. And suddenly, I was out like a light. Yeah.
And this was out. So did she make it to the ambulance, or did the ambulance come to you at the lake?
The ambulance came to me at the lake, and then we drove to their local hospital, and then they said, no, you can't do this here, so we have to fly the helicopter to my town. So yeah.
So you had to go through a flight. What is that?
Air flight.
Yes, the health flight.
Yeah,
Do they call them health flights? Yeah.
Well, we
because I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
We call them air flight, so
I just
whatever. It's just a helicopter.
Helicopters. Yeah.
Right. right? So I was in a medical induced coma for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And yeah, they said I had a birth defect from my stroke. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
A birth defect
what,
from the
and
stroke? I'm sorry.
what,
yeah.
wow. What kind of birth defect is this
I
here?
don't know. You would have to ask my mom because she knows everything
What?
about. Yeah,
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I can understand that though, because there are things that can come out of the stroke. Like you had something that was medically there that was not found for the longest time. I mean,
yeah.
same thing
That's
happened to
what it
me.
was. It was
Yeah.
a pinched aortic, just a heart. Just it was so pinched. It was like 2 centimeters.
And it was going into the heart.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
because like my story, I had the torn carotid artery. So that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And you were
So I guess
9.
I was 9. I was
Wow.
9. I was ambitious and like my mom and I we would always go camping or gardening, and my dad we would always go to Sand Mountain or
Hmm.
hiking or whatever. But now I'm just like what's the word? Introverted now.
Yeah, I can
I
understand
want to
that.
do this. I want to do that more, but it's like, what could I have more? What's the word? Like possibilities of a stroke or
Right.
whatever.
Hmm.
So I'm just
Wow.
in my own little bubble.
So I know
Wow.
you kind of explained it, but how would you explain how it changed your life since 9 years old having this happen to you?
Ugh, that's a really hard question because I still don't
Yeah.
know. I still don't know. I want to like go mountain climbing. I want to go zip lining. I want to get married. I just want to do everything, but that's not possible for me.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. We cannot say never to these things. I mean, no,
Right.
I'm
Yeah. I
serious. No,
mean,
I'm serious.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
you cannot say never. You cannot discredit yourself just because of what happened to you. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, I thought I would never be able to cook again because it's hard. I thought to myself it would be too hard for one-handed cooking, but no, I overcame that, and here I am. Literally, like 2.5 years later, I'm progressing with life one-handed.
Yeah.
Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Actually, on Facebook side, um, Diana Randolph, I'm your mother. Hello, by the
Yes.
way. uh, I do appreciate you joining us today. My name is Matthew. My pleasure to meet you. Um, this is my co-host, Vic, aka Wisdom of Centuries. And honestly, it's a pleasure and an honor to hear your daughter's story. Like, I was just so touched. Like 9 years old. Like, who would have thought like this would happen to a child? Like, seriously, like I never would have thought that. Like, you would only think that a stroke would happen to, like, no offense, but to the elderly,
Yeah.
but it could seriously happen to literally anyone.
Anyone.
Um, Giggity,
yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Also, to add on to what you were asking, a stroke is literally silent. It's a tick.
Yes.
You could be literally a ticking time bomb, and you won't even know it. Like
Yeah.
with the like that thing, she did not know. Nick did not know. I did not know myself. Like all of our stroke stores are all different. And
Yeah.
Honestly, like hearing both of their stories compared to mine, like, oh my god, mine. I'm just like, mine is all from just because of high blood pressure.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, like hearing both of your stories though, like it's crazy. It really blows my mind. Like I'm just dumbfounded
This comes
by
out
the
of nowhere.
whole thing. It really does come out of nowhere for us. Like, oh my goodness. And we're all still young. We're all still young too. Yeah, like, I'm 40 years old. I'll be 41 this year. And people are like, when people find like my family, they're like, you're only 38. When you had a stroke, you're still young. You're still young. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like you can be the most healthiest person in the world. You could be clean of drugs, clean of alcohol, a good diet, you know, all that. Like you could be running a marathon and then all of a sudden you'll have a stroke right then and there. This can literally help. Yeah, it can literally happen to anyone. And for myself, like, I'm just glad that my stroke did not happen while I was driving home from work. Like,
100%. That's scary.
That is like
that's scary.
Yeah, that's the one thing I never want to think of. Like, even up to today, like, that's the one thing I never want to imagine. Like, I've heard stories of people having a stroke while they're driving and horrific. Like, there's a friend of mine, the dad was coming home from work and he had a stroke on the freeway out of all places. He crashed his car. God. Yeah, and he literally got out of there with his life. Like, he had a stroke and everything. Like, I believe he's recovering, but he's still without, I think his I can't remember what side it is, but he still does not have that, so
yeah.
Oh, wow,
yeah, because that's the crazier part of like having a stroke. It always depends on like what side it happens on. Because like yours and mine, Machu's, we're on the right side. So when we had the stroke here in the brain, on the right side of the brain, it affected the left side. So both of us had the left side basically go limp on us. And if somebody has an issue with on the left side, then the right side can be affected or something else can be affected. It's absolutely insane how the stroke can affect the brain. And I really wish that there was more stuff out there to like prepare us for these things, because it's bonkers how it just comes out of nowhere and then you're just like, wait a minute, why didn't I see the signs? And
that's the worst thing, is like, because it's happening to you, you just don't know. You have no idea, because we were never prepared for this at all. Like, none of us were.
No.
Like I said, you could be the most healthiest person in the world and it can happen to you like that.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Once a stroke hits you too, like, it really affects us all differently. Like, for myself, after my stroke, like, my cold resistance dropped drastically. Like, I get cold really quick, and if I'm in the cold for a very long time, like, my whole body, especially my left side, will shake uncontrollably, like tremors. It would hurt so bad, and then the nerve pain. My God, No, I hate the nerve pain. It hurts so bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's like Have you ever had electroshock therapy before?
I have.
I have been shocked by an electric
Okay.
socket. So yes, I do
Oh my
know
God.
what it is.
Oh my God. But okay, so
It hurts.
okay, so yeah,
It
imagine.
does.
Okay, so for those of you who do not know what nerve pain feels like,
Yeah.
imagine get electrocuted by, like, let's say like a socket, like Vic said here. Imagine that. Multiply that by like 5. That's what you'll feel. That's what nerve pain feels like. It's like it's like someone is pulling on your nerves and like
Yeah.
they're playing it with the like a
Drumming the
guitar.
guitar with your nerves,
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that's
how
what
it
it feels
feels
like.
because you're just like, why?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to explain.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like
It hurts.
it hurts a whole lot. Like,
It hurts
I'm not
a lot.
Yeah, it really does, and it's not pleasant at all, not one bit.
Nope.
Let me catch up a chat here real quick. Just think about how many different ways how it's gonna be fatal. That's gonna do down. Car wrecks, yeah, bro. Like car wrecks are no joke, man. That's it. Electroshock therapy all day. Yo, you know what? I love electroshock therapy too, man. You know what? When I was hospitalized, they told me you're gonna get electroshock therapy today. Are you okay with that? I was like, hell yeah, I'm okay with that. Give it to me. They're like, whoa, really? What? Are you serious? You like this? Like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That makes me feel alive. Like, for us, it really like it really makes me feel like I'm alive. Like, it tells me, yo, you're alive still, so you can feel this. I'm
Yeah.
just like, it's
No,
weird
go
too
ahead.
because a lot of the therapists have told me, like, they're like, you know what? You're the first patient we've had who actually loves this. All of our other patients hate this, and I'm just like, shit, more for me. You know, like they're just like, wow, we love working with this guy. This guy's awesome. But also, like, electroshock therapy really helps wake up our nerves and our body. Like,
Mhm.
think of think of your pressure points. Imagine putting pressure on that point plus adding electricity to that. It really sends
Isn't that
that
similar?
signal.
I
Go ahead.
apologize. Sorry. No, I was going to ask, isn't that similar to acupuncture, in which like
Yeah.
you're poking right into the nerves? Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. So if you've never had acupuncture before, I highly suggest it. Try it. Like, not only will it make you feel good, but it will really help drain you out of all the negativity in your body, like all the toxins, and it really helps. It will hurt for sure during the process. It will hurt, but afterwards you will feel major relief. Like, the first time I've had it, I was actually a massage therapist at the time when I had it, and when I was laying on their bed, like, I really could not feel where they poked me. I could not feel anything. I tried to move about my body. I couldn't move. When they released it, I was like, I felt all the pressure get released, and I just felt so much better afterwards. Like, I never felt much pain all acupuncture. Like, yeah, like, some people are different for sure, Leslie. Some people are different, and everyone's pain threshold is different for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ooh. Oh boy, like that is no joke for sure. Like, oh my god. So now that you're as an adult now, like how does it feel like, if you don't mind me asking, what is your living condition right now? Do you live with someone? Do you have a roommate? Do you live with a parent? Do you
I
live
live
by
by
yourself?
myself and my
Really?
bird. Yeah,
Really?
The
yeah,
birds.
Oh,
yeah. If my bird's like really chatty, just let me know.
Oh
no,
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 it's
no.
fine.
Don't worry. No, you're good. You are
It's
good.
totally
You
fine.
are good. But you really like, that's one
Yeah,
thing I would love to do again. Like, okay,
I
if
just
I may
can't. I just
ask,
can't cook. Yeah, go ahead.
how does it feel living alone after having that stroke? Like, how is the quality of life for you? Like,
Um, hmm, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I could do most things, like
Mhm.
getting dressed, tie my shoes, brush my teeth, all that stuff.
uh-huh.
I just can't cook or put up my hair. So
Oh,
yeah.
I totally understand that. Like, um, oh my god, I just had a question in my head for you, and I kind of flew out of my head. It
It's
will come
okay,
back. I'm
sweetheart.
pretty sure. I'm
That
pretty sure it
happens.
will come back.
That happens a lot.
It
Oh,
does happen a lot.
Oh yeah,
um,
my mom says drive. I can't drive.
Okay,
I
oh,
mean, technically I can because of my seizures, but I'll
hmm
have a panic attack.
got it. Yeah,
that
So
that's
makes a
I'm just
lot
understandable.
of
like, no,
sense.
thank you.
Yeah,
I, I honestly, like,
I
I
mean,
would love to get back on the road again. Like, I miss driving. Like, that's one thing that really, like, especially when I'm stressed out. Like, I got so much stuff on my mind. I just want to get down the road and just drive. But
Oh yeah.
I can't do that now.
Oh
But
yeah, I miss
driving can
driving so
definitely be
much.
stressful too. So I can completely understand that though.
yeah, yeah, especially being home all day long. Like, the only time I really go out is for like functions or for groceries, uh, appointments, stuff like
Hmm.
that. That's the only
Yeah.
time I really go out. I'm fine with that. Because like ever since my stroke, I became more of an introvert. Like dancing here, like I lost my social battery. Like if
Oh
I were to
yeah.
go out, yeah. So the both of you can really relate to me on this. Like before I go out to a function, my battery has to be completely charged. Like I had to charge that up for at least a month, at least a month,
Hmm.
because like for some reason I just cannot function near like a big group of people or parties. I just
Yeah.
can't do it. But if I'm going to something where I don't know anyone, like let's say when I went to the orchestra um last month, that was cool because I knew no one there. And I was just there for one thing, just to listen to the music. And
Yeah.
that aside from the experience of listening to that music, like just going out to a place where I know nobody, like that I can do. That I
hmm
can do no problem. But if it's like a big family party, like no, thank you, no, thanks.
See, I
I'm gonna have
love
to
big
pass.
big groups of people, but like
hmm
I'm still an introvert, so my social battery will go slowly, slowly, slowly down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's why I said if I were to do like a big party, like my battery has to be like completely charged for that because I know probably within like 2 hours I'm gonna be done.
Oh,
I cannot laugh.
I can definitely understand that. Yeah, because I like being out in groups of people and I like being around my friends, but there are some times that like I can get overwhelmed or there's other things that are just like the external stimulation that just can be too much. So yeah, definitely I usually have to take breaks whenever I'm out where I'm just like
Oh
I need
yeah.
to go sit in a corner, a dark corner. Please leave me alone.
For real,
See,
exactly.
mine is like I just immediately shut down and just listen to other people talk. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's me. Exactly. Oh my god. So I'm so glad that the both of you are like saying all of this because like I really was relating to all of it. Like, and it's all true. Like, as a stroke survivor, like our energy is not the same. Like, we are literally not the same person as we used to be at all.
Right.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
the way it is, like the day of our stroke is literally our reborn day, our rebirth date, and
Yep.
with that, we have to learn to accept and adapt.
Yep.
And I know there are a lot of people out there who are still struggling, like just trying to get some kind of movement. Like, there are stroke survivor groups I'm in on Facebook, and I cannot tell you the stories I'm hearing from them. Like, I feel so bad because like they can't do these things for themselves, and they feel like they just want to give up. I'm just like, no. Please don't give up on yourself. Like, I literally tell them through my experience. Like, I tell them like, look, I know it's hard. I've been there before myself, but I told myself I cannot give up because I have too much to live for. I'm still young for myself. Like, like I don't want to give up. Like, if I give up now,
Yeah.
that's just like giving up on literally everything. Like, you're throwing yourself away. You're giving. Why? Like, what's the point of giving up? Like, don't you want to fight for what you lost and try to regain some part of your life back? Like, does that not bother you? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still so much to do in life. And there's a lot of
exactly.
people who like lose that outlook or that view of life whenever that happens. I know when I had mine, I remember being back home and I was struggling with this idea that I basically passed away on the operating table. And I remember just sitting at the top of my stairs and just starting to cry because like everything changed from what I expected to be there. So I really I really do hope that other people like hear the stories and they realize like we're still going on. We're still doing things. We're still here. It may not be the same, but we're adapting, like you said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's very true. It's very
Like,
true.
Yeah.
For me, like, I'm not one to give up. I am very, very stubborn.
You and me both. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god.
stubborn.
Not
Like,
me. I was just like, okay, fine. I'll walk away.
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh well. But like, just like I like for myself, if I were to give up at 38, I cannot imagine how my life would be right now. Like, nah,
Yeah.
just literally being at home, looking so sorry, looking very miserable. Not wanting to do life no more, just waste away, like not doing anything. But no, I told myself no. Stop feeling sorry for yourself because like when I was in hospital, literally the first month I was in there, like I felt sorry for myself because I allowed this to happen to myself. Like, I did
Yeah.
not slow down. I kept working without paying attention to my own health. And this was life's way of telling me to, yo, hit the brakes, man. You gotta take your life seriously, because if you don't, you're gone, bro. Like, do you wanna die early? Like, really, do you wanna die early? Like, I kept asking myself that. While I was in the hospital, and I was just like, nah, man, I don't want to give up. I'm too young to give up. Like, especially playing really, really hard video games growing up. Like, no, I'm not gonna give up. So I can't. Even up to now, like, I keep fighting. You know. That's just how it's gonna
Yeah.
be for the rest of my life. Like, I'm gonna keep fighting to get back what I've lost. Like, I've already accepted the fact that I will never ever be 100%. I've already accepted
Yeah.
that. If I can at least gain like 80, 85%, cool. Hell yeah. Like, that's awesome. Like, I'll be happy with that. But, you know, like, if, and this is hypothetically speaking, if my left hand never comes back, I would be okay with that, because I've fully adapted to life with one hand. And I mean, everything I do now, like, I can do no problem. Like, playing video games, cooking, like, the things that I love doing in my life, like, mainly those two. Like, I'm glad I found ways to do it, and adaptation is the best thing like a human can do in their life. Just adapting to their situation, like us. Like, we found ways to adapt to our life situation, you know, and doing so, of course, it will take time to learn, but, you know, we have nothing but time as we're healing, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think the other thing too is, like, don't put unrealistic expectations on yourself.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It is the biggest thing that, like, you always have to remember too. Like, when this happens and you're like, oh, like, I expect myself to be 100%. And what's funny is I thought the same way too, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be 100%, and then I realize I'm not. I literally cannot be 100% anymore. And if I do have a really good day in which I'm functioning and I'm doing everything that I need to, fantastic. But you also have to, like, save some grace for yourself on those days that you have really bad days. And that's going to be different for everybody, because with my stroke, I have migraines. I live with a steady headache every day. And when I have a very bad day, it's a migraine, and it puts me down for the day, basically. And that's kind of one of the things that I have to, like, adjust, and that's a huge thing that I had to adjust to. And just basically keep going and give myself grace when I have those days where I'm like, I can't do it. So, yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, I totally feel that. Like, each and every one of us will have those days where just like, leave us alone. We don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, leave us alone, please. Please, God, leave us alone. And
oh, go ahead.
No.
I have migraines, and if I think it's passed down from my dad. I don't know. Well, I don't know. But I don't know about you, but every room has to have the lights turned down, no music, no nothing, and I hide under a blanket. And I
have to have very little light, or if I go out somewhere, like, I'm just constantly wearing sunglasses to make sure that, like, I'm not having that bright light. Yeah, so completely understand that. Yeah, because when I have my migraines, I have to go sit in a very dark room.
Yeah.
so I can just adjust.
Yeah,
It's
I completely understand that.
Yeah.
I get both of you, like straight up, like for myself when I'm going out, like there will be days where I'll have to wear an eye patch on my right eye because I will save the story for another time. But long story short, my right eye has been damaged by laser pointers because of bullying. And because of that, my entire right eye is like, I can see out of it, but everything's literally cloudy, murky. So like, if I like use my left eye, like I could read stuff, but with my right, I can't read anything. But because of that, any form of sunlight, like if it's super bright outside, like my right eye, like I have to keep it covered in the dark at all times. And people wonder why. Why am I wearing an eye patch for? Like, I
I
have
mean,
to
to
tell
be
the story.
fair,
Like,
it's not anybody's business either.
exactly,
Sure.
Like,
exactly,
I get people who look at me and they're like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses inside?" And I'm like, "Why does it matter to
Yeah.
you? I'm wearing sunglasses, so
exactly,
it doesn't really matter."
exactly. Deanna says you're all amazing, and I love hearing that you want to go on a fight. And honestly, I can't give up. I do not want to give up on myself because I'm still young. Like I'll be 41 this year, but
Yeah.
I still have like I don't have kids of my own. I'm not married. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have any of that. But eventually, once I get better, I will want something. Like I would want to be married. I would love to spend my life with someone for the rest of my life.
It is still
And
possible to have that right now, though.
exactly,
Don't
Yeah.
don't discount that. You could still have
exactly, exactly. Like honestly, like I look forward to the day when I can actually walk down the aisle without having to use a cane, without having to wear an AO4 in my foot. I will be able to marry the person I love, and
it.
spend the rest of my life with them because it's what I want to do. Like, and if I don't have kids, so be it. As long as I get to spend my life with the person I love, that's what matters the most to me. Like,
Right. I think the biggest thing is also like having this has changed quite a bit because now like I have a blood clotting disorder. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't have children. I cannot physically have children due to it anymore. And because it's fatal. So I mean at that point like it changes everything. So I think it's tough. It's not like I wanted to have children because I'm still young. Like I didn't want children right now, but to suddenly have that discussed by a doctor and you're like, oh. So it's just one of those changes.
Damn, that's
yeah.
crazy.
I had my hysterectomy 2016 because of a blood disorder.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't at the time. I'm like, okay, I'll adopt or whatever. And now I'm like, I want to have kids,
right?
But I can't. So
yeah, it's tough.
It is tough.
You okay, Matt?
I'm good.
Okay.
I
apologize.
Oh, it hurts to hear this. It really, really hurts to hear. And damn.
You're good.
Yeah, trust me.
Think
like
you.
I mean, it took a little bit of adjusting, and I'm sure it did for you as well, dancing.
Mm-hmm.
For us to like basically realize that, oh yeah, we can't go there.
Yeah, and then now, when I had it done, the next thing was I was working in childcare.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
that's one of life's cruel things that they do to us, right?
yes, yes. So I'm like, okay, well, give me all the hugs you can give, and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deanna says, "Do the three of you have any goals that you're working on right now?"
No, Mom.
No goals.
No
I'm
goals.
not.
Do you have any goals, Matt?
Yeah, I do
I know you have
actually.
a challenge that I gave you the first episode. Do you remember what
Honestly,
challenge
like
I gave you?
my short-term memory sucks. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was a challenge that I told you to go out and do something small because you wanted to cook. So I said go to mom and pop stores and start there
That's right. That's right.
and
That's
get back
right.
into the cooking. Yeah,
That's right. I remember. Okay, I remember now. Okay.
yeah. And
Yeah,
you can do that
definitely.
as you
That
are
is
right
one
now. Like
thing.
you
Yeah.
can, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like cooking has always been a part of my life. Like I've been cooking for over 25 years. I have all that
Hmm.
experience, and me being able to actually put out dishes one handed, like that's literally that still blows my mind. Like if you
Yeah,
see if you see the food that I make, like literally, like if you see it and you smell it and then you taste it, like you'd be like,
yeah.
yo, can I take this home with you? Can you be my chef, please? But honestly, like to answer your question, yes, I do have goals. I want to this is a personal goal of mine. I want to be able to go to the beach and bury my feet in the sand with no problem, with no shoe on, no airfoil, no cane. That's a
Hmm.
goal. That's a personal goal of mine. Like I would really love to go back to the beach. I want to feel the beach in my feet. Like I want to feel that again. You know, like, I I really look forward to that day for sure. So now, like I've been going back to the gym to really build up my strength all over again because like I really want to do this things for myself. Like I want to be able to
Yeah.
drive again. I want to
Hmm.
travel. I want to go places I've never been to, like especially like okay, it's a side thing, but I've been sharing dreams with someone. Like we've been going to different places, like almost every night. Like we'll plan out our trip. Like the first one we did was camping, and
Hmm.
no, no, was it camping? No, the beach, and then camping was the next one. Like, and we'll start going to like different countries. Like that's the kind of stuff I would want to do, especially with someone. Like
Yeah.
I want to explore the world, have fun, enjoy life. Those are my personal goals, like going to the beach. Uh, where do I live? So, yo, Dupe, thank you so much for the gifts for the soap, man. Much appreciated. Let me see. So where do I live? So I currently live in California, in the Bay Area, so Northern California. The closest beach to me is actually Santa Cruz. It's about give or take is about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour drive. Um, The last time I've been to the beach was 2022 with my brother. Same beach too. Like we walked around, had fun, and yeah, that was literally 3 years ago. And that was something I would love to do again, just to go to the beach and just breathe in the ocean air. Just hearing the people like in the beach having fun, children laughing, and all that stuff. I want to be able to experience all the things that I remembered before the stroke. And yeah, just that's pretty much my goals right there. What about you guys?
It's a good goal. Yeah, it's definitely a really good goal. I actually work on an accessibility team. So
Nice.
One of the biggest things that I try to do is I try to help out with making the product accessible and that kind of stuff. But I would love to travel again, because that's kind of a big thing that I haven't really done. In a couple of weeks, I'll be actually going out to Vegas with a friend. So several friends. So we're going to be out there for like a good week. So I get to hang out with them. But what's like really fortunate is the fact that like all three of the friends who are going to go with me are super understanding of the fact that like I can get super tired after some time of walking, and I'm like, bro, I need to sit down. So like we'll sit down, we'll be resting like in between stuff. We're going to be doing a lot, but we plan on trying to cram as much as we can in a week, but we'll see how it goes.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure you will be able to do it. And if you need directions or where to go, I got you. I lived in Vegas for like 6 years. So. Yeah,
nice.
I got you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I may reach out for some restaurant recommendations.
Yeah.
I got you. Let's see. What else? I had some other question I wanted to ask. That's that. So all the questions I have, we actually went through all of them.
Oh.
Oh my god! I didn't have to ask.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I have a question.
Of course.
How long were you in the hospital before you got out?
I'll let you go first, Matt.
2 months. Yeah, 2 months. 2 months. And it was an experience for sure, because my first experience there, like I was admitted into the ICU from emergency, and I went under for about 2 weeks. I had no idea. And when I finally came to, they woke me up. When I came to, they told me what happened, what's going on. I had a stroke. I'm in the hospital, yada yada yada. And I was just like, what the? I was like so dumbfounded. Like my mind was blown. I was like, what the hell happened? Like how? Like it made no sense to me at all. Like I was just so dumbfounded. And yeah, people were just like, yeah, man, you had a stroke, man. Just please do not panic. Like, oh, that's one thing too. So for those of you who don't know, when you had a stroke and you don't know about it, And when the EMT tells you just had a stroke, the worst thing you could do is freaking panic. They don't want you to panic because if you do, your blood pressure will rise even higher, that putting you in more danger. And that's like the worst thing you could do. So they tell you, like for me, like when I experienced it, like they told me, hey, you just had a stroke, just calm down, just relax, try to relax. They want you to be, calm as possible. So I relax, but yeah, 2 months. And yeah, they told me I should have said longer, but I turned out okay. I'm still recovering.
Yeah. For my hospital stay, I was actually there for a week for mine.
A week? Wow.
Yeah. Well, the reason why is because they got to me so fast. Because I actually had the stroke in the hospital. So my entire left side went completely limp by the time they were rushing me into the ICU, into the surgery room. And then, yeah, they got in really fast and they got it out. The problem that happened was when it hit, when I had my stroke and they got it out, another one dislodged from the area and went all the way back to the pond, and it hit the area that controls the breathing and the heart rate, and that's how I died on the table. So they had to get me back. But once I went back to that room, I was intubated for an hour, and then I came to, because the stubborn genes in me. But I came to, and immediately I could move both sides, and it's literally because they got to me so fast. Wow. That they did. But yeah, like it was interesting because the doctor was like, "She's fine. She can just go back to work," and it was my PCP who was like, "Absolutely not." So I was out of work for 3 months, and I was basically doing rehabilitation, physical therapy, playing video games to rehabilitate my mind, to do a whole bunch of stuff. Because sure, I have use of my hand, but what you can't see is the fact that there are some days that my hand decides not to work, or I have some of the nerve jumpiness with the left hand. So if I hold something in it, it can easily just drop it. So I have to be careful.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's why, like, the biggest thing I like to bring up is the fact that a stroke can affect everybody so differently. And it's time is of essence. So if they get to you really fast, it's more of a positive outcome out that side. So the fact that, like, we are all still here are those positive outcomes. Basically. So
yeah, we've been saved for damn sure. Like, honestly, like when I had my stroke, like I said, I was coming home from work. When I got home, I was just getting ready to go to bed because I was just getting off of a 16-hour shift. I would get home just to sleep for like maybe 4 or 5 hours, just to do it all over again for another 16 hours. But I got into my room and I was getting ready to go sleep. Next thing you know, I started to notice like my speech is how it is right now, like slurred and everything. I was calling my manager like, hey, something's going on. Like, I was freaking out, like something's going on. I can't feel my left side, like yada yada yada. I'll go into the bathroom. That's where my whole left side went limp. On my way down, my head hits the toilet, and now I finally hit the ground. Yeah. When I crashed, my roommate's girlfriend's home, and I guess no, I'm so sorry. Let me back up. When I collapsed, like maybe a minute went passed by. I was trying to get to my phone, but I locked myself out because I couldn't press the right buttons or whatever. my roommate, he comes in, he looks at me, he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" His girlfriend is looking at me like, just staring, like, had no expression on her face. She's literally just staring at me, like, you could be calling someone instead of just standing there. But my roommate had his phone on him. He called the ambulance right away. Not even 5 minutes, they were there.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude. Like, I just could not believe, like, she was just standing there, just watching the whole time. Like, she could have called the ambulance right away, but no, she decided to just stand there to watch me. And it
I'm
was
not
like,
I'm not going to give an excuse for her, but there are three things that happen when you get really scared about something. There's going to be the fight, there's going to be the flight, and then there's going to be the freeze. I'm pretty sure at that moment she froze because, like, I can guarantee you she probably was scared of what was going on because she didn't know, and she probably froze in that moment. Mind you, I'm not making an
okay,
excuse, but
that
it is
is
something
true.
that could
That
have
okay.
happened.
Okay, now that you're saying that, okay, that does make sense now. That does make a lot more sense to me now, because now I understand. Now I
Yeah.
understand. So I do appreciate you saying that, but now that not that it wouldn't matter because they're not together anymore. So if they
Right.
were, I would have definitely called her after this to apologize, but. I don't
Yeah.
matter though. But now it makes a lot more sense to me now that she most likely froze because she freaked out. And you're right, now I know what to do. But
There's a lot of
yeah,
people
like,
who don't know about the three. They only know about the two. And because we always say fight or flight, and I'm like, no,
yeah,
there's a third one. There is literally a third one that people do not take into account.
very true. Now I know. Now I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I will tell you, like, one of the things that I struggle with the most, and I'm thankful for my therapist to help me out with it, is dealing with PTSD attacks. Because literally, I can have some kind of form of symptom of it coming on, and it turns out that it's not a symptom of me having a stroke, but it immediately triggers that PTSD attack, and I'm just like panicking in that moment, going, "What is happening right now?" Um, and it is very interesting when that happens because you're just like, "Oh my god, it's happening again." Um,
oh,
and like the biggest thing that you stated too is like, don't panic, don't stress out, just calm yourself. And yeah, the biggest thing to do is just like sit down and do what is that called? Where you do the five things you can see, four things you can hear.
Oh yeah,
Things you
I know what
can
you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, you like that is the biggest thing that I go through whenever that happens is I have to like recenter myself in that moment.
wait, hold on. Can you guys tell me what is that? I never heard of that before.
Oh, you've never heard of it? Okay, let me
No,
look it
no,
up really
no.
quick.
Yeah, because I can't
Yeah,
remember what it's called, but
that's new to me.
It's called a five senses panic attack. During a panic attack, you do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a grounding technique.
Okay.
5, identify 5 things you can see around you. 4, identify 4 things you can touch or feel. 3, identify 3 things you can hear. 2, identify 2 things you can smell. And 1, identify 1 thing you can taste.
Ah, interesting.
Now, mind you, you don't have to
Very.
do like the 1 thing taste. Just do it in 5 things. The 5 things to do. It doesn't have to be in that order. It's just a grounding technique. That's it.
Ah,
But they call
very,
it
very
anxiety
interesting.
busting. That's what they're calling it.
Ah,
I like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 coping technique for anxiety. Yeah, that's a better
yeah.
thing than anxiety busting. No, it's coping. But yeah, I have to
That's
go through those 5
interesting.
like things sometimes because I'll hit a panic attack and immediately I have to recenter myself. That's what I call it.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I
Yeah.
I should do that. That's because, like, for myself, like, when I'm feeling stressed out, I meditate. I do
Okay.
what's called uh traditional Japanese Reiki healing. Basically,
Okay.
that's the healing of your spiritual energy of your body, your mind, all that. Like, it helps me to ground myself with heaven and earth. You know, like, it's hard for me to explain. It's what I do because, like, I learned how to do this by writing a paper in my massage therapy class. Like, and it really helps a whole lot to, like, the way I do it. Like, I will literally clear my head, empty out my mind, put everything in a garbage can, what it's called.
Right.
Just breathe.
Hmm.
And what I was taught was during my, like, as I was writing my paper, I would read that the one thing you want to focus on is to see your own energy. That's the only thing you want to pay attention to. Once you can do that, it's once you can actually see your own energy, you can start to manipulate it with your hand. You can actually feel your own energy when you do so. Like, that means that your body, you're at your most calm state and you're most relaxed. You can really feel your own energy, your own spiritual energy flow out the whole body, and manipulate it with your hands. Like, it's weird when I talk about it. When you're actually doing it, like, it would make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's not weird that you're talking about it that way. Like people do it differently, but specifically what you're doing is your method of you said it's the Reiki meditation?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's a great practice too. Like, when I learned about it, like, my teacher at the time, she wanted me, like, after I graduated, she wanted me to come back and teach her class about it. I was like, no problem. That was kind of fun.
You still can.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's people who wants to learn. Like, if there are people who
Oh
wants
yeah,
to learn
absolutely.
about it, then I'll be down to teach you. Like, just like cooking, like, I'll be down to teach cooking at the end of one. Like, like,
Hmm.
I feel like just this is random. Like, as much as I know that stroke awareness is very important, like, I just feel like cooking is like a really great skill to have, a lot of skill. Like, and I'm glad that that's something that I learned. And
Hmm.
for me to teach someone how to, thanks, Snipes, much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, for me, like, I have no problem teaching people how to cook because, like, it's a skill, it's a great skill to have. Like, when I do
Yeah.
my cooking when I do my cooking streams, I will teach what I'm cooking. Like, I will tell you, like, what ingredients I'm using, how to prepare it, how to cook it, like, all that. I will literally walk you through, like, everything. And yeah, honestly, like, I just love sharing my skills with everyone. Like,
Yeah.
that's just how I am. Thanks so much, Snap. I appreciate that, bro. Welcome in, man. But yeah, like, this whole this whole journey has been something for sure because, like, when I had my stroke, I had really no one to turn to. Like, I did not know who I could talk to about this until I started to put myself out there into different stroke survivor groups on Facebook. And
Hmm.
then I came across a gaming one for stroke survivors, and that's where I met Lancet. Um, and we came across with the idea to make a Discord server for stroke survivors like us. And here we are now today. Like, I believe there's 34 of us in there right now. I'm just like, damn, there's a lot of us.
Yeah, there's quite a lot in here.
Yeah, and I'm actually really happy with that. I'm really, really happy that there's more of us coming into the group, and that just means like so there's you dancing. I had a Jay. That's 3 of you already. So that means there's 31 more store. No. 30 more stores here.
Yeah, there are.
You know what I'm saying? You know
there's
what
a
I'm saying?
lot.
But of course, I'm not putting all of them on the spot. That's if they want to do it,
Oh no.
cool. If not, no, I'm not gonna force it on them. Like, but
Yeah.
honestly, just for me, like, for me to hear other people's stories, I'm like, it's so insane. Like, with doors, you died on the table, but you came back dancing. You were 9 years old, and you had yours. And it's like, wow, holy crap, man! Like, and then with me, because I have high blood pressure and overwork, stress, overeating, unhealthy, like everything adds up, and it's crazy how like nowadays, like as a stroke survivor, it's crazy to see how we all overcome our challenges, like our personal challenges, like to ourselves, like I'm pretty sure that both of you have your own challenges to getting used to, like having to adapt to life with just what you have, and without what you need. Like missing half a body is like, yo, dude, like how is that possible? Like how, And that was actually kind of funny because I did mention this in the last podcast with Jay, and it's kind of true because the way I see it, the left side of my body right now is literally a DLC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
We're still getting there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
So So instead of paying your way, instead of paying with money, you have to pay with time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, like to me, that I just thought that was like the greatest, like, oh my god, what's the term I'm looking for? Analogy.
Yeah.
That's like the best analogy I could think of for a stroke. It's literally a friggin' DLC that we have to unlock with time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been
my cousin, my cousin, when he picks me up and we hang out, he always asks, "What happens if your right side came back?" I'm like, I have no clue. I would freak out because I'm so used to having one side and the other side just split. I would freak out, like, oh my god, my hand is moving.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
honestly,
I don't know what to do.
No, I totally feel that. Like, I feel the same way. Like, I would be like, if my hand came back at, let's just say, like in a few years, me being able to do the things that I used to do before the stroke, like type really fast, play video games with both hands, cooking with both hands, drive again, all those things again, like I will literally cry.
Yeah, me too.
I will cry because I'm like, I miss you so much.
Yeah, trust me, I get it. Completely get it. Because I do remember that, losing all the left side. It was insane to lose it and just watch myself lose it. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
god. So I mean, it's insane.
it is. It really, really is. And again, like it's a beautiful thing that we're here living. Where we still have our struggles, but we're still here pushing, living life
Right.
the best we can, and with us being able to share our story with everyone to hear. It's
Hmm.
just it's like wow. Like I'm pretty sure all of our viewers right now, they're just probably thinking to themselves like, holy crap, man, like I can't believe I just heard 3 different stories of 3 different strokes of how it happened. Like, what can I do to help not get it? Like, we're gonna tell you right now, it doesn't matter how healthy you are.
Yeah.
It will hit you at any given time. Like, you could be
Yep.
sleeping, you could be eating, you could be driving, you could be in the airplane. You don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the stroke is a silent killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep. The crypto says true. You don't appreciate it till you lose it, which is very, very true. Like when I lost my left hand, I was just like, bruh, how the hell am I supposed to live my life with just my right? Like I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I have to challenge myself somehow. Like we're gonna learn how to do stuff one-handed. And
Yep.
once I started to adapt, I was just telling myself, yo, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm surprised, like, even up to now, like, I'm still surprised that I can cook one-handed, like, throw out dishes, like, looking like it came out of a restaurant, like, straight up, like,
Hmm.
I honestly feel like my cooking now has gotten a whole lot better one-handed versus me having both hands. Like, my albeit, of course, like, there are some things I cannot do with just one hand. But of
Right.
course, like I'll have my brother help me, like of like a oh my god, avocado. I can't do an avocado by myself. I'm trying to find a way to do so, but so far it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like I'm just telling like even like in the stroke groups I'm in, I tell them like yo, look, it's hard doing things one-handed first, and in the beginning it's hard, very hard, but don't give up because eventually you will find a way to adapt. I
Yeah.
kept telling myself that, and I did. Like all of my knife skills that I have with both hands, I'm able to do with just one hand now because I taught myself. I had to reteach myself how to do so, and I did. And here I am now, almost 2 years later, cooking. Like I've been cooking for myself and my brother every day. Both
Yeah.
dinner, lunch, like basically whenever we eat here at home, I cook.
Hmm.
And no, again in the beginning, my brother did everything for the both of us. He cooked, especially cooking. Like he was the hands, I was the brain. I told him what to do, and I'm glad that he because of that, like he picked up cooking through that, and I'm glad. And
Hmm.
yeah, honestly, like being able to adapt one-handed life it's been a godsend. Like I thought in the beginning it was gonna be very tough, which it was, but I kept pushing myself to really want this.
Yeah.
So I really kept pushing for it. Like I told myself not to give up. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep pushing back. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And here I am. And I'm really happy about it. Like, honestly, if my parents are still here, like, I'm pretty sure they would be very surprised, like, with all the progress I've gone to right now. Like,
Yeah.
almost 3 years post stroke, and here I am still pushing. Like, and here you guys are, like, dancing. All right, beside Mullen, here's dancing as 9-year-old who had a stroke, and here you are as an adult. Like, that still blows my mind that you were a child. That's I'm sorry. But that's just like, holy crap, man. Like, my heart still goes to you for bearing with that this whole
Send it to my
time.
mom. Send it to my mom because she's the hero there.
Well, uh, oh my god. Is it Mrs. or Miss?
Miss. Well, Ms.
Ms. Okay. Ms. Randolph. My heart goes out to you for doing the best for Miss Dancing here. And honestly, like, it's really amazing to see us, flourish, even if we're just one half, even if we're just half ourselves. Like, it's a beautiful thing. Like, we are. My God, my dog. We are the ones who do not give up. We keep pushing for wanting the best for us. And I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have a question. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before your stroke, were you left-handed or right-handed?
Dominant?
Like writing. Yeah, dominant, yeah.
Right hand.
Okay.
But
I was right-handed too.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So you had to learn to adjust with the left hand. Do you write with your left hand now?
Yes, I do.
Nice. How long did it take to adjust to that?
I don't know. Because I don't remember.
That's valid.
But I know it took me a year to learn how to tie my shoes.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, that makes sense. I don't like tying my shoes. I have laces that do it for me. The ones that are like the stretch laces that basically just you pull them on. Yeah, those are what I do. Nice. I hate tying my shoes, but yeah.
I just wear slip-ons. I just wear slip-ons or Velcro shoes.
Mine are now slip-ons due to the laces, but yeah.
Okay, so question for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, during your recovery, did you have to use like an AFO or like a brace of some type on your leg or something to help you walk?
You can go. It's okay.
No, you're the guest. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Yes. I had an AFO and some kind of like knee brace when I was learning how to walk.
Okay.
I still have my over-the-counter brace, which I don't like to use, but
that's valid. I don't like braces very much.
Me neither.
I hear that. Honestly, like, I wish I could use normal shoes again. Like, I miss wearing like Nikes. I miss wearing like flip-flops, especially flip-flops and slip-ons.
Flip-flops. Oh my god.
I miss flip-flops.
Oh
my god, but because I have to wear, like,
I understand that.
Yeah, like, It sucks, but it is what it
Yeah.
is. How about
Mom,
you?
you're lucky. You're lucky that you wear flip flops all the time. They're Crocs.
So this is gonna throw you for a loop. I was born with a physical defect of spina bifida occulta, and my right leg was twisted when I was born, so my tibia is twisted. So I grew up wearing a brace for a certain amount of time when I was younger, so that it could straighten it. Um,
Oh wow.
so I already have balance issues because of my right leg, because I have right-sided weakness when walking, so I can topple over at any moment on you. So I have to be careful, like whenever I'm walking. It's stronger now, but um, having a stroke threw a complete loop on that side because my stroke affected my left side. So when I'm walking, I already have problems like picking up my right foot to like lift it onto a ledge. I could have moments in which like I didn't lift it enough and it catches it, and I just immediately want to like go face first into the pavement. But now I have the left side that goes, "Hey, I'm not here today," and just kind of just disappears for a second, and I'm like, "The hell." So it's one of those moments where I'm like, okay, we're walking. No, we're not. But I didn't have to wear a brace on my left side, which I was thankful for. But I had to do a lot of physical therapy and doing like the bicycle and the physical therapy and moving my hands and doing like weights to get both my legs to like respond to me basically. Um, there are days it's a struggle, that's for sure, in which I'm just like feet are not moving. So yeah. I'm thankful I can walk, but there are days that yeah, absolutely, I just sit down because I'm just like there is no walking at all, not today. So
Yep.
yeah,
I
it's
totally
it's
understand that.
it's definitely thrown a loop for a lot of things for me. So it's different. It's 2 years since the stroke, and it's just yeah, walking can be a challenge.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
it can.
totally understand that. Like, I feel that too. Like, there will be days where like my left leg is like straight up like, don't move me, please.
Yeah.
I'll try to stretch my leg out. Like, my leg will literally fight me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's with my hand. It has its own thing to do. Even though it doesn't move, it has its own thing to do. Today we're gonna turn purple. Today we're gonna turn
Oh,
red. Like its own
ooh,
thing to do.
that's weird, but holy crap.
I know. I know.
yeah, that's yeah. I completely understand that though. I don't have those symptoms, but I just have the
Hmm.
jerky hand symptom in which it's like, sure, I pick up something and next thing you know, like I had my phone once in my left hand and for some reason my left hand was like, yeet, just
Yeah.
threw it. And
Oh
I
my
was just like, oh, okay, so much for a phone.
god.
Right. Mine doesn't do that. Mine just lays there, but like when I'm walking, it'll like push itself. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm like, no, you're not.
Uh-huh.
Go
Oh my
away.
god.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, no, stay still.
Stay still. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. That is so funny. Like, and honestly, like when I'm walking, like there will be times that my arm will literally just hang as I'm walking,
Hmm.
and then there will be times that like my arm will just be, like clenched up like this
Hmm.
with my hand. I'm just like, come on, bro. I just stretched you out, man. Why are you trying to get like,
Oh,
You're
I
bro?
like,
definitely know
oh,
that.
this is awkward.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. And then people like, oh, okay. It it shouldn't bother me as much, but when kids look at me,
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
like, bruh, do you mind your own business, man? Like, do you have to stare at me like they're literally staring at my leg, they're staring at my arm, they're staring at my cane. I'm like,
well, that definitely 100% comes down to the parent at that point. The
Yeah.
parent should
yeah,
say something to the kid, like, don't stare.
yeah,
That's not okay.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
like, yo, dude, I'm just trying to walk here, bro. And here you are showing me, giving me the weird eye, bro. Like, dude.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that really bothers the hell out of me. Like, when people stare at me and I'm just like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
You got a problem or
How's it going?
yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Yeah. They're like, what's up? How's it going? You want to talk?
Yeah,
You want to
right.
ask me a question? Like,
Right,
Yeah.
right,
usually
exactly.
that's immediately what I want to do. I immediately look at, like, if it's a kid who sees me like trip over myself and of course they're laughing, I don't take that personally anymore because, dude, like, it's funny to kids because it looks like a cartoon kind of thing. And I'm like, I can't judge that because we have desensitized kids to this kind of thing. But one of the things that, like, sometimes I'll do is, like, if a kid continues staring at me, I'll just be like, do you want to ask the question? Do you want to ask that question? And sometimes the kid is like, absolutely not. I'm not going to ask you a question. I'm like, that's fine. But there are a few times in which the kid will ask with permission from their parent, of course. And the kid will ask, like, what happened? And I'll tell him I had a stroke. My entire body likes to fight me on some days, and I
Yeah.
now deal with that. And I think it's a little bit more eye-opening, especially for, like, kids, when you let them ask that question, because they're asking. They're asking in their mind. They're staring because they're like, "What is wrong with you?" That is literally the question that they want to ask, and it's so insensitive, but at the same time, like, they don't know how to be sensitive at that age. They don't
No, they're
Good
know
just
point.
to.
curious.
Yeah,
Very,
they're just
very
gonna
good
ask,
point.
"What's
Very
wrong with
good
you?"
point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that and Leslie was just saying that kids, especially little kids, are very curious. So that's a very,
yeah,
very valid point and
yeah.
something I
Yeah.
should take into consideration.
Yeah, I had
Was Go
I
ahead. Nope.
I worked at a daycare. I was a
Mhm.
daycare teacher, and kids would come up to me like, "What's wrong with your arm?" or "What's wrong with your leg?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I had a problem, and now it's this way." Because they were so young, they wouldn't understand
yeah,
I had a stroke. So,
yeah,
and then other times, their parents will ask me like, "Do you mind if my kid comes and talks to you about your stature?" I'm like, "No, it's fine."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kinda
That's-
it's interesting to, like, try and give a um, learning opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
a parent, because sometimes the parent wants to ask the question, but they're
Mm-hmm.
like, "That's rude," and they're like, "Maybe I can get
yeah.
my kid to ask the question," because 'cause I've seen that too, and I'm just
I've
like,
seen that
Oh my
too.
god.
"Why?
I've seen
Why?"
Oh,
that
that's the
too.
best way to do it. I think that's the best way to do it, just to sort of to avoid the awkwardness, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah,
I just tell it straight up. I'm like, I have this
yeah,
problem, and I'm dealing with this problem. So,
yeah,
like, if they ask me, like, what's wrong with your hands? I'm like, well, I can't move it. So,
yeah.
oh well.
I don't have control. So, yeah.
Yeah. And they go, oh, okay. That's basically, okay.
That is usually their response. "Oh,
Yeah.
okay."
Yeah.
And then they run off or they go play or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Or
"Yeah,
like tell their friends, like, hey, Miss Jessica is like this. Okay.
yeah, mhm,
Yeah.
You know,
yep,
I actually lately, as of late, like um, I've been going back to the gym, right?
mhm,
There are some people like there are some people who has noticed me being in there, like, and I will see them there. I will see them in the gym working out when I'm going in just to do my thing. Right? One day I remember, I think it was like last week. This guy came in. He was talking me getting off the bike, just finishing my workout, going out the door. Said, "You got it." Like I was walking out to the door, like I was tired, So he looked at me. He looked at me like he thought I was about to fall over or whatever. So he's like, "You got it?" Like, yeah, I got it. He still proceeded to open the door for me, and that was his way to ask me what happened. And I told him.
Yeah.
I told him like, "Yeah, man, I had a stroke." He's like, "Damn, bro, you look very young. You look young to have a stroke." I was like, "I was 38, man. I'll be 41 this year." He's like, "Bro, you're still young, man. Like, you should not have that stroke." I know, but he looked at me. He's like, I commend you for coming in here for actually trying to regain strength. Like, bro, like what you're doing, it's really what motivated me to push even harder because I'm seeing you like you're sweating, you're breathing hard, you're really pushing for getting back. And I'm like yeah, man. You know, the more I see you, like the more it makes me want to push harder. And I'm just like, honestly, man, I want to get my life back to the way it was before my show. He's like, I totally understand that. He's like, he was pretty cool about it too. Like the way he asked me, like he wasn't like picking at me, like, poking, like nosy or whatever. He just casually asked me. He casually asked me, like as he was opening the door. Which, by the way, everyone, chivalry is not dead. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
Just
It
be
does not
nice.
matter. It does not matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're a man opening a door for another man because whatever, that's still
Mhm.
chivalry right there. I respect that because like, and it's kind of sad because this generation does not really understand what chivalry is, and it's sad. It's very sad. Like to see this guy do that for me, I'm like, awesome, hell yeah, this guy knows what's up. So
I think
yeah,
the
like
other thing too is like they don't understand being nice, just being genuinely nice. And that's
exactly,
like you don't even have to call it chivalry. Just be like, that's nice to do for somebody. Open the door. And it's just yeah, we don't have that anymore. We really don't.
exactly. Courtesy, yeah, that's right, Kira. Courtesy should show no gender or age. You're very right with that. You're
Yeah.
very, very right. And honestly, like that guy, like honestly, like, if I see him again in the gym, I'll probably talk to him and say, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
you're the first person to actually notice me here. Like, can you be my gym partner?" I would literally
Yeah,
ask
gym
him that
buddies.
because, yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm sure
I
he'd
pay,
probably sign up for that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like, and it's a really great feeling to hear that I can you know motivate someone like that. Like
Yeah.
it feels really good to hear that because I'm just thinking to myself like I never think of myself as the type of person to motivate.
Hmm.
I just do me. But I guess through my actions it motivates people. It does not need me to say anything. I guess that's how I just see it. I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm weird like that, but yeah, honestly, like talking about this, like this, I really feel like the more people hear, the more people will know how to respond to a
Hmm.
stroke. And with our stories, like you know, it doesn't matter. This shit can happen to anyone. We
Yep.
cannot stress that enough because it's true. And
Yeah.
what was it again? Be fast, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
Be
Be
fast,
fast.
everyone. Like you always want to look out for the things for like B for balance,
Right.
E for your eyes. Means
Hmm.
say if you can't see, that's a sign. F
Yep.
for face. You'll
Hmm.
see droopiness and the speech will be slurred. A for arm. If
Hmm.
they have weakness in their arm. And S for
Mm-hmm.
speech. Like how I'm talking
Yep.
right now, like slurring, straight up slurring.
Mm-hmm.
T for time, because
Yep.
time is of the essence. Like, what was it? Was it 4 hours, 3 hours?
It's anywhere from 3 to 4 hours.
Three
You
to four
have
hours.
three
So
to 4 hours.
yeah, so within that time limit, everyone, you have that
Yeah.
much time to act, either for
Right.
you or for someone else who's having a stroke. Call 911 right away. Don't hesitate. Just do it.
Yeah.
You could save someone's life.
Yep.
If you're having a stroke yourself and you know it, but you can still function, for the love of God, do not drive yourself to the hospital.
No, don't.
Do not
No,
do
just
that,
call.
please. Just call.
Just call 911. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what,
Yep.
again, like, you don't want to hurt yourself in the process, and
Right. The
like,
last thing you want to do is hurt somebody else too.
exactly. You don't want to be the reason why someone does not go home.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, strokes during this was difficult. Exactly, Ace. You're so right, bro. Like when it happened to me, like I had no idea what the hell was going with my face. Like, why am I sound like this? Like,
Yeah.
when I got to the hospital and they told me, I was like, holy shit, okay, this is what happened. So now I know.
Yeah.
I couldn't even talk. So
Yeah. God,
I couldn't walk
that's
well. As my mom called it, I was crab walking
really.
across the living room to get to like my purse so I could get my wallet.
oh
Oh wow.
God.
Yeah, crab walking there, and my mom was like, "What are you doing? Just sit down." And then of course, I couldn't see. So here's a really good example to say that because yes, everybody's could not see is very different. As in, like, it can go black. You can have issue seeing out of only one eye. I had the issue of only seeing through a little hole, basically. And me trying to type, and I kept trying to look towards the A on the left side of my keyboard, could not see it. I could only see straight and center. That was it.
Whew.
So,
Wow.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
That is, yeah. That is. And yeah, honestly, like, just our stories just being heard is just like, I feel like that's good enough, because our experiences could save someone else's life,
Yeah.
and with that, it's just like, I feel like it's just me, like, I really feel like this right here, what we're doing right now, is literally like life-saving information that people could use. Like what Jerry
Yeah.
said in the last one, even though like we may not be here anymore, the podcast that we just did will be around forever, because the internet is forever for now. At least for now it is.
Yeah.
This video will be here like in 50 years time. It'll still be here. If it will
Hmm.
be heard, people can know. They will know what to do. They'll hear it. And
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, it really helps a whole lot for others to really just hear, just
Yeah.
absorb everything that we tell them, or like just like at least something, at least one or two things, like I
Yeah.
even tell like I tell my family to, like, yo, take it from me, even though you're healthy as can be, this can happen to you too, so just take care of yourself.
Yep.
Literally, just
Mm-hmm.
take care of
Hmm.
yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Stress is the number one culprit. As
Oh
far as I
yeah.
know, stress is the number one culprit. And
Yep.
then there are many other reasons for why you can have a stroke. But yeah, it's stress is the number one.
Yeah.
Yep. Big time. Big time. And it's not funny
Yep.
either. Like, It sucks.
No.
It really sucks.
Yeah.
Because
it's a scary event to go through.
It is. It really is. And not only is it scary, but it's also life changing as well. Big time change.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you're having to deal with life a new way, you're just like, okay, we have to figure this shit out. Like, what do we do? How do we do this? How long will it take for me to get this back? You will constantly ask yourself these questions. Like, I ask myself this question all the time. Like, I keep telling myself, how long do you think will it come back for my left side to come back? I tell myself, it'll come back whenever we keep doing just keep doing what you do, man. Just keep pushing yourself. Just keep working out. Keep stretching.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Just keep doing it. I just keep praying for the day that it comes back.
Yeah.
It may. It may not.
Right. It is one of the things that, life just changed.
Come back.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
Yours no more? Like, there's no possible chance ever?
Nope.
And this is 100% already? Like,
no, it's like 85 to 90% because I can still move my shoulder somewhat, but there's no possible chance that I can move my hand.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Plus, I had surgery that opened up my hand because it was closed like all the time. Mm-hmm. So they cut all the nerves on my fingers. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did they decide to do that?
Hygienic reasons.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's always closed and it's always like sweaty and gross.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Because at first, like when you said that, I'm like, what? Why would you do surgery on the hand? Like, I think it would be fine just closed up, but hygienic makes more sense.
Yeah. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, the hardest part is like it is damage to the brain when the stroke happens. And that is the most baffling thing, is to know that there's damage that can happen to the brain like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. And here we are trying to rewire our brains so that we can function our damaged area or the side that we lost. But damn, having your nerves cut like that.
I think it was the most painful surgery I had.
I was about to ask that. But I mean,
it was the most
cutting nerves is
yeah, in my fingers. So now they're like straight all the time.
Gotcha. Okay.
My whole left side fought that.
Trust me, I had the tingling sensation that's put over the entire body because I know. Ooh.
Yep. And they put what are they called? Not wires, but like screws. Little screws, little pins. Yes.
Yep, pins.
On my thumb and on my wrist. And the wrist one, it just popped out. And the doctor says, "Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it." It was like this big.
That is typical though, because your body is going to push out stuff that it doesn't want in there.
Yeah, and the thumb, it was like pushing it more into the wrist, so
Yeah.
we had to like dig it out.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh.
Absolutely
Ooh.
not.
Ooh.
I have stories. I have stories.
Oh my
Yeah, no, it's
god.
I'm
My
sorry,
left
Matt. I'm
arm.
sorry.
My left arm.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's
Absolutely rough.
that's gnarly. Holy crap.
So
Wow.
they didn't put it into a brace. They put the pins and the needles in it.
Yeah, so they put my whole right arm into like this concrete brace.
Got it.
For 2 weeks, and then they had to redo it in a cast. So, yeah.
Wow.
Nuts, man. Nuts.
That is gnarly.
And yeah, I could watch it because whenever they took off the brace or the cast, I had all not stitches, staples all across. So I'm like, ooh, this is cool.
Wow.
I'm weird like that. I'm weird. Just watching them.
There's absolutely nothing weird about that.
You're good.
I'm just watching them pick off the staples. I'm like, doesn't hurt at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just weird.
Cyber
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh my god. No, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Cyber bodies, Kira, cyber bodies, really? I would love. That would be cool to have a cyber arm. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my god, that'd be gross. That'd be. I don't know about that.
Ghost yo, yes.
I know
like
there's plenty of people who don't have like the arm and stuff like that, and I know that they have like what they call phantom pain. Is that something that you guys go through?
I don't really go through it, but I'll go ahead. No. I don't really go through it, but like once in a while, maybe. So it's not officially phantom pain.
Okay.
Like for me, like I feel it sometimes. I feel it the most when I'm cold. That's the most I will feel like big time. When I'm freezing, I will feel it so bad. Like it hurts. Like that kind of pain is like it gets unbearable, and like it will bring me to tears. Like I will literally cry because I can't take it. Like I know how my pain threshold is good, but holy crap, man, that kind of pain is different. Like that's neurological pain, right?
Well, yes and no. So like your nerves have been damaged in a sense. So you're dealing with the fact that your nerves are there, but they're just not awake. So whenever you have the cold kind of touch it, it reawakens the damaged nerves. So that's why you're feeling that like that stabbing pain when you're going through it. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. I hate that pain so much.
It's similar. I'm going to say it's similar to like a broken bone, and then you're having the response to like pain coming in from it. Because I broke my pinky and I broke my left middle toe before, and both of them can be in severe pain when it's cold, because they're just sitting there going, what is happening right now? Why are you putting me in cold? And I'm just sitting there holding my pinky because I'm just like, please warm up. Because I'm just like, no, absolutely not. So yeah.
I got. How about you, dancing? How about you?
I don't feel it that much. So
you said it doesn't happen that often for you, right?
It doesn't happen, like very rarely.
Okay.
So
really?
Yeah.
Damn. Now, not even in the beginning.
That I can remember, no.
Okay.
So.
Damn. Lucky. Very lucky. You're very lucky with that one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Honestly, like this whole episode has been very good because not only are we hearing one story, we're hearing three different stories at a time, and
Yeah.
being able to share this all together like at different segments has been very eye-opening, like especially for people tuning in, like hearing dancing stuff, like uh my heart still
Yeah.
goes to the 9-year-old you.
I miss the 9-year-old me. I was so adventurous and so free and so,
childlike.
Now I'm just like,
I can understand that.
Yeah. So I'm like, I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
I don't
get that
blame
completely.
you. Yeah, big time. Like I miss doing things, like I miss going out. I miss being adventurous. Like I want, like, actually, like before my stroke, like I was starting to plan out this hiking trip with my best friend.
Nice.
Even before that, like I bought my ticket for TwitchCon back in 2022. I was supposed to go, but my stroke hit first. So I told myself, all right, Matt, once you get better, you are gonna attend one of these at one time. Sometime you will attend TwitchCon because I always want to go to one of these events because I've heard you could. I've heard so much stories of like people meeting each other there, and then it's like becoming really good friends after it, out there, and it's like I want to experience that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get a chance to meet all of you guys, that would be awesome. Like the whole Second Chance Warriors group. Like if we could all like meet up, that would be awesome.
It would be. Yeah. I went to VidCon, and it was so much fun.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, see?
I got like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but we would just go.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Cons are like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's why, like, I told myself, like, I owe it to myself to really get better, you know, just recover as much as I can, just so that I can do the things that I've been wanting to do my whole life. Like what my mom did, she got to travel, and I want to do that myself and just have fun.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah. Oh boy. My this whole time this whole episode has just been, it's been very good. Just like being able to share our thoughts, experiences with each other, and to everyone else tuning in, like we're learning more. Like we learn more. Like I did not know about the 5 things you were telling me earlier. I did not know about that. Like I had no clue about that until you guys talked about it and I asked. Like yeah, so I'm just like, and I feel like every podcast I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna learn something new. Every single one, I bet you, I'm gonna learn. But damn sure I will.
Because we all have like different resources that we use, so absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And it's a great thing to share. Like it's been awesome. It's been great. Like hearing different things. I'm just like my mind, Like, okay, so I'm glad that my brain still works the way it does, but my short-term memory is garbage now, which really sucks. But the fact that my brain can still absorb information, like stuff that we're talking about, like I feel like the human brain is like a very strong, powerful weapon. Like your
Oh, it
mind is
is.
just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like our minds are like the strongest weapon we have on us. Like we can be
You
either
realize you realize
good.
too, like with the brain, like your neurons inside your brain, like if one dies or goes away, it literally reroutes the brain to a totally different neuron. It is absolutely insane how
Yep,
how it can just relearn things.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Especially in our state, like we just experienced a stroke, having that either blood clot or yeah, basically
Aneurysm?
just a blood clot and an aneurysm. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, just going through that and being able to still retain information, like stuff like that, just thing you're hearing, like being able
Right.
to keep all that in your brain, like just remembering it, like it's a beautiful thing. Like I thought that after a stroke, your memory would be garbage, but you know what? Hack you're seeing, like for us playing video games. Honestly, for me, like playing video games has really helped me a whole lot too. Like with my memory and
Yeah.
yeah, like everything, like the things we do really affects how we adapt and how we recover from our stroke. If that,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
No, you got it right.
yeah.
Yeah, like for me it's music and dancing. So if I go away, we're like chatting, but like if I go away for an hour or two, I'm listening and making uh dances.
Hmm.
Obviously, yeah. So that's the way I learn.
Yeah.
Nice dance. What kind of dance do you do, or what kind of dance you
Um,
into?
I used to do ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, salsa, merengue. I think that's it. I think that's it. But what stuck to me was ballet and lyrical
Yeah.
Nice,
because
nice.
they're really easy to do. I think.
And you can tell a story really easy with it.
Hmm. Yeah, you can. You
I
can.
gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely one thing I would love to do again is dance. Like for myself, like my background dancing, I done hip hop, a little bit of break dancing. I also did Filipino folk dancing. That was a lot of fun. And then I've also done a lot of ballroom dancing, like, and my grandma being my partner. It was fun, but of course, her being my grandma, I have to be very careful. But I tell you, she can dance, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
for her at the time, like I was spinning her, dipping her, no problem. She could take it. I'm like, damn. I think at the time she was I think she was like 60 something. I want to say
Hmm.
she was, yeah, like I was her dance partner for like waltz, cha cha,
Mm.
salsa, merengue, foxtrot, like different dances. Like, and she nailed all of them. I'm just like, damn, my grandma's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I did that with her for a while. Then, like I said, I did a lot of Filipino folk dancing. So folk dancing, like I got to learn more about my culture. And it was awesome too because each one of the dances that we've done tells a story, and it's really cool how you get to watch it. And that is one thing I would love to do as well, like go back to dance, because it's a good exercise, like, and not just that, like you look good doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh my god. So like
I don't think people realize like dancing is a good exercise.
It's a really good exercise.
Oh yeah, big time. Like, it doesn't matter if you're getting it wrong, as long as you're moving your body with the music. Like, you're dancing already. You can make your own moves. You're dancing, like you can flail your arm, you kick your legs out. You're dancing. You're literally dancing. You know what I'm saying? People will tell you you're not dancing, but to you, you're dancing. You're moving your body. You're burning that energy you have, and it's a good thing that, like, especially you said dancing. You love dancing. Are you able to dance like the way you used to before, or do you have a little trouble with it?
I grew up being disabled and dancing, so I only had one dance recital that I was normal, and then I just grew up being disabled and dancing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I my heart still goes to you. I do apologize, but for us, it was like, I feel bad because you did not get to have like a normal childhood.
I didn't. No.
And like that really, like, that makes me sad. That makes me sad. No, hearing that. No, and
my cousin and I always talk about how my my second home was either dance or the hospital. I'm like, that's true.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I have been to doctor's appointments, hospitals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I grew up with it too. So yeah. Completely understand that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just going to the doctors.
No, yeah, you get to know your doctors really well.
Really well.
Oh yeah,
really well.
That is true. That's how I felt about my therapist. Like, I worked with them every day, and I really got to know who they were outside of therapy. And I was like, you guys are awesome. Like, I'm gonna miss you guys. Like, I literally, like, when I left the hospital, I cried because I was like, I'm never gonna see you guys again.
Aww. Yeah, some nurses and therapists are really, really good at their jobs.
Yes.
Really good.
Absolutely.
Very, very true. Like,
not all of them, but
oh yeah.
most of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like the one the therapist I worked very closely with in Vegas, like, we're following each other. We became friends because, like, I literally told her everything, like how I was feeling, how how this affected my psyche, like my mental state. Like, I broke down to her, like, I literally just opened up the whole thing to her, and she understood me. She felt for me. She told me, like, hey, if you're ever feeling down, you can always talk to me. Like, I really appreciate it. She was like my best friend in the hospital. Like, I literally told her everything. Like, like, she made me feel like I had a real friend in the hospital. And
I think the biggest thing too, when we're going through something, we just want to be validated that all of our feelings are completely, they're there. They're not going to go away. We need to just understand them, accept them, but don't dwell in it. And that is the biggest thing that, like, I had to go through too, is like they needed to be validated heavily.
Yep.
Very much so.
Yeah, that was That was okay. Like that was a hard thing for like my brother to accept because especially for him, like he never had to take care of anyone but himself. With me coming into his life with a stroke, he did not know what to do. He did not know how to care for me. So
Yeah.
we both literally had to learn on the flow and on the fly. So I'm glad that he did not give up on me. Like, because
Yeah.
if he did, I can't imagine how my life would be if he turned me away. Like, would I be where I'm at right now? Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. But yeah, this whole this whole experience has been eye opening for me just because I'm just thinking to myself like, yo, you just had half your body taken from you and yet you're still kicking ass in life, like still doing you. Like, I mean, for me, the things I do every day, like cooking, playing video games, and whatnot, I'm very I feel like I'm still living in a sense, and I I keep telling myself, no, hey, like you want to be like I keep telling myself like I don't want to be stuck to my computer all day long because
Yeah.
I'd just be stuck inside and not getting sunlight, not getting fresh air, just breathing in recycled air inside here or whatever. Just like go outside, touch grass. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like I tell myself I should just go outside and try to get some fresh air, try to get some sun. That my skin get that sun because I need it. And trying to stay active in my life is very important because if I feel like I'm not gonna do anything, like I just feel lazy and not doing anything, I'm just like, there goes the day. I don't want to do anything. Leave me alone. No, I just don't want to have those days anymore. Now I had a lot of those in the beginning, that's for sure. But nowadays, I will do stuff. I'll keep my body
Yeah.
moving somehow.
I was stubborn in PICU and rehab. I was so stubborn. My mom and my dad and the therapist had to like not beg me, but almost like beg me, hey, you can do a few steps or just stretch out your
Yeah.
hand and then we'll give you your stuffy or whatever. Because I didn't want to
Yeah.
do
Oh,
it. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's
but
understandable.
yeah, as a child, yeah, I can only imagine like how tough it must have been for you to experience all of that at 9 years old. Like,
Yeah, to
Yeah.
have basically your life upended. It's
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, like I lost my best friend, because she
clearly
thought I
not a
was,
best friend.
yeah, exactly. She thought I was weird. She came to the hospital and I was nauseous. I was throwing up. I was bald. And I'm like, oh my God, Annie. And she's like, oh God, get me away.
oh,
Yeah.
No.
So I'm like, oh,
that
okay.
sucks.
Yeah, that's not a true friend.
No,
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I'm
no.
sorry to hear that. Yeah, because at that time, I'm pretty sure she had no idea what you were going through.
No, she didn't. She's probably
That's
like,
why.
why is she bald? Why is she throwing up? Why? But
Yeah.
yeah,
You sometimes wonder, like, if she would reach out now, like if she ever thought
not
about it.
really.
No. Okay.
I don't think so. But I do know that I want to find that dad and that little girl that we became friends that day. Because I want to know, is she traumatized or is she okay, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this whole ordeal it really changes you. It
does.
changes your whole outlook on life. Like
It does.
like literally, like after my stroke, it told me like, yo, dude, slow down, bro. Like you ain't gotta be fast about this. Like slow down, dude. Slow down. Slow your roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I am, just taking life easily as possible. Like not being lazy or anything, but just being more cautious, I guess you could say. And honestly, it's been good. It has been good. Like it's still challenging, but you know what? Like I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Like I, as a 40-year-old, like I've experienced so much in my life, and to me now, this is just another hash on my list of things I've been doing in my life.
Right.
Recover from a stroke and live to tell the tale.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Right.
And I can't be any more happier than that because shit, I'm still here breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful that, I'm alive, alive and well to share, and like I can't imagine the repercussions of my loss of being here on earth, and I could just see people just losing their minds because it's just like, yo, dude, how could this happen to this guy, man? Like, this guy was funny. This guy was cool. He loved everyone. He was awesome. All that stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, like it's been very. This whole journey has been very, again, eye-opening. It taught me a lot about myself, my not tolerance, but my my limits, especially when
Yeah.
working out, especially when I'm working out. And honestly, it's been very. Like this whole thing has been. I learned from it. I've been learning from it. Everything I've done, I learned.
Yeah.
And it's just like in life. Everything in life that you do, you learn from it. Like a mistake, you learn from mistakes. You learn
Yeah.
from you learn from other people's mistakes, and you keep going because later on, you yourself are gonna end up teaching someone else, what
Mm-hmm.
not to do. Like, hey, you want to keep doing this? Make sure you do like this. Don't do it this way. Don't do it that way. Whatever. You just want to tell someone and just train them. Like, hey, this is what it is,
Yeah.
And yeah, for what we're doing here, just sharing, like, it's just a good thing for people to hear. And
Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
don't worry, Andara. We're still here, man. I appreciate you stopping in as well, man. Thanks for coming in. Anything else you guys want to add to this podcast, this episode today?
I don't know.
Nothing at all.
If you guys have questions, I'll answer them. I'm good.
Lancet says this is the kind of thing it helps to hear, which is very true, man. Like Did anyone have questions for any one of us? Like anyone in chat, like you guys have questions for us? Is there something you want to ask us? Like don't feel like you have to hold back, especially with me. Like I'm an open book. You guys can literally ask me anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You definitely reach out and ask me questions.
Yeah, exactly. Kira says, I enjoy these and watching friends. It reminds me of being in NA meetings. It's very wholesome and familiar, but for like different stuff, and at the same time, but not so different, which is understandable. Yeah, I totally see that. Like, these are the kind of things that I feel like should be talked more about. Be shared more often because not everyone knows.
No.
Yeah, life. Exactly. Yeah, it's all about life. Life. That is for sure. Yeah, these are all experiences that we have been through, and now we're sharing it with everyone because we want everyone to know. And for us to share it, like it's a godsend because if you don't know, listening to one of our stories could help you. And yeah. Well, I'm actually out of things to say. But honestly, this has been a hold on, let's go on. Have you found the tools equipment such for cooking? Honestly, okay, so gig, there are a ton of things out there for people to use, like adaptive equipment for people who love cooking, for like myself. But for myself, I actually the only thing I've been using are shears and electronic can opener. Those are the only things I've been using. Everything else has been like I use my own knife, like the one I normally do. And yeah, those are the only things I use. I use a normal cutting board too. And yeah, man. Honestly, like there are a lot of adaptive like cutting boards, knives, other different kitchen tools. Man, there's a lot of them out there. But for me personally, I use a regular chopping board. I use a regular knife, and that's all I really need.
Yeah, I had to use the therapeutic, the spoon and the knife, and that wasn't for me. I was too stubborn to use it. I'm like, no, give me it. I'll learn my way.
No.
I was too stubborn.
You're like, I'll just do it myself. I don't want that.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't want to be labeled like handicapped or retarded, or because like in middle school and high school they called me that, retarded, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just
school is
physically
so mean to kids.
Kids are messed up, man. I tell you that much. Like,
right?
Yes.
You were called like, no offense, you were called all those things. I was bullied for being the fat kid.
Oh yeah, I was
bullied for just being different. Trust me.
I was like, bro, man.
I would walk into school and have a EEG or EKG,
Yeah.
On my head, and I would hand a slip of paper to my teacher, like, hey, I'm doing this thing, don't care. And everyone's like, what the hell is going on? What the?
Yeah.
Keep talking, you're good. Keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
I'm like,
I grew up hearing impaired. And of course, you know that I had the twisted leg, so anytime I would walk or run, like it would kind of bow out slightly. And then, kids are just mean.
Yeah,
they are
so
mean. how many times I
Kids
got
are
called deaf girl in school. I absolutely hate it so much.
Oh my god.
kids are messed up.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But I do wish I could go back to middle school or not middle school, high school. 'Cause that was so much fun.
Yes, me too. Me
I was
too. Oh my god, me too.
so I was
That was
actually
freaking love high
homeschooled
school.
through high school.
You were.
I was homeschooled through high school, so I never went to that. But that is because we hit a very low point at 7th grade for me. And yeah, I tried to unalive myself at that time. So yeah, I got pulled out because of heavy things that happened. And I'm actually still here because of my mother, so I have a lot to thank her for. Because like she was there for that one, and then she was here for the stroke as well, because she recognized what was going on and immediately called 911. But yeah, yeah, now, mind you, I was not stuck in a house. I still went to like places to go have classes and that kind of stuff, but I was separated from my bullies, basically. So they did not have access to me. So that was the biggest thing for me. But yeah, I liked it because I got to travel, because my parents were like, hey, so for your 9th grade, we're going to Italy and Greece.
Oh,
So I did my class, like my end of class through Italy and Greece, which was a lot of fun. But that's where I got the bug to travel. And I didn't do it until I was 20, and I went to London and Paris when I was 20. And then I just didn't travel for a very long time overseas. And now after the stroke, I'm just like, I to travel. Like I literally want to travel and go see, because I have so many friends overseas because of the online gaming community. So that's like kind of how you're thinking. You want to travel? Why not do it? Just go do it. So yeah. I haven't done it yet. I still have only like traveled within the States, but my biggest travel, it's going to be No, my biggest travel was probably Florida in 2023. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's a big thing that you probably should do. You should absolutely do it. Because if that's something that you want to do, you should definitely do it.
Oh yeah. Me and my mom, we love traveling. But
yeah,
we're so poor that we can't. We just look at
I understand that. Understand that 100%.
Big time, yeah, big time.
Yeah, and, don't have the extra funds.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you a question. Both of you.
Both of us.
Did you end up having seizures after your stroke, or no?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I was marked for it though. They were worried that I was going to have it, but then I ended up not having seizures. And it was mostly because they got to me in time that I didn't have them.
Okay.
Yeah. But I did have brain bleeds during my stroke. I had like 3 of them. So it was definitely it was a critical moment, because I will never forget it, in which like the EMT guy is like sitting there going, "You're too young to have a stroke. Like how can you be having a stroke?" And then they get me into the hospital and they do the CT scan, and then next you know, it's all hands on deck and everybody's like running around and they're like, "Oh God." So
Exactly. Here. Giggity. So to answer your question, I learned actually. So this is what I used for gaming in the beginning. So I have my Xbox controller with a right hand attachment. So basically, as you see the white piece, this is the one that controls the left stick. As you see, this will be strapped to my leg, and as you can kind of see, like,
nice.
yeah, it kind of moves. So it's basically manipulated by gravity. So I have to literally, I have to move my whole hand to move the left stick, and then I have tabs back here to access the left side buttons.
Nice.
And I've been using this for about a year and a half.
That's
and
cool.
Then yeah, so after that I upgraded to the Azeron Syro. So this is basically a mouse keyboard analog stick hybrid. Basically
Nice.
it gives me this, yeah, so it gives me the sense of using mouse and keyboard all over again. It takes time to use, but honestly, like, adapting to this was probably the best thing I've used for gaming. Like honestly, like, I can't stress this enough for anyone who is the one-handed gamer. Like, get it, because especially if you play with keyboard and mouse, like, this will give you that sense straight up. Like, and the amount of customizations of what you can do with your buttons, like, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm telling you, like I said, this is the best investment I've made for gaming. Like, it costs money, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Very, very worth it.
That is one of the things that, like, I'm gonna go on a slight rant. I am very annoyed over the fact that there are so many things that are out there to help people. And because I work on an accessibility team, like, be it Braille keyboards, be it switches for switch control, be it for controls and a whole bunch of stuff. Why the fuck do they charge $5,000 for something that somebody actually needs for a disability?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really wish I could answer that question, because
it makes me so mad. Because I'm sitting there looking at it going, why?
$5,000, like, for real, like, who in the right mind is gonna spend $5,000 for something like that? Like, why could you make it like a freaking cost of a console, like $500? Like, that would be okay. That would be cool, but $5,000, bro, that's like a fucking arm and a leg, man. Like,
yes,
bruh.
Yes. It makes me so mad, because I was going through. It was about 5 years ago when I started at where I'm at. And I remember having to look up, like, all of the things that I had needed to get for my job so that I could test all these features. And I remember looking at switches, and I remember just immediately turning to my boss going, "The hell? No." And she's like, "Well, we just work with what we get." And I'm like, "No, this is not okay." And I am sat here going, there is absolutely no way that somebody who goes through this, and my coworker is 100% blind, so she uses Braille keyboards and everything. Wow. And she has hers, and I'm looking at her going, how much did you spend on this? And she goes, well, I had to go through this and this and this. And I'm just like, what? Oh my God. Like, why? 100% why? This should not be this expensive. Because that's not fair. Absolutely not fair.
Exactly. I understand that technology is not cheap. I get that.
Right.
But why are you going to charge a disabled person an arm and a leg to get something that will help them? Like,
right. And I guarantee you, this person who's disabled is not getting the amount of money to help with this. Like, they get the bare minimum, which is stupid. also.
Exactly.
Because my mom's 100% disabled, so I know what she gets. And I'm looking at a paycheck that she gets, and I'm like, that's not enough to live off of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's really not.
It's
and that's another thing that makes me absolutely mad. Like, I'm thankful I have the job that I have, and I can continue it with having the stroke. But yeah, it's what? Just no.
That's tough.
Absolutely
That's tough. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
nah, man. Like when I heard about the like I just an example, like I think it was Apple who released the goggles or the
Vision
VR
Pro.
shit.
Yeah,
like the Vision Pro. Like when I heard the price, I think it was like when it came out, it was like almost $3,000 for that.
3,500. Yeah, 3,500.
I was like,
oh my god.
hell no, I am not paying. No, I'm not buying that. Like, nah, dude. Like, I get it's cool. Like, I see what they're trying to do with it, but let's be real. Who in the right mind is gonna pay 3,500 for something like that? Like, come on. Be realistic.
I do apologize. It's not entirely something I can talk about.
No.
No,
I was just using that as an example. Like,
no, I completely understand.
yeah. But I'm just like, it would be nice to have these things like accessible to those who really, really need it, or at least like do like a payment plan or something, like something that will help us to get what we need. You know, that's to make it easier for us.
Right.
You know, I'm just like thinking to myself, like, dude, if this is how it's really going to be, like, why even try to make something like this that's not affordable for the normal person, let alone a disabled person? Like, we're not even working. Like, what we get from the government is like, again, not enough to live off of. So it would be nice if these companies would be more considerate to that. Like okay, these people are struggling. They really need the help. Let's do something for them. Let's make it more affordable for them. Like, it would be nice if people could talk like that, think like that at least. Like, be more considerate. That's pretty much all I'm saying. Like, be more nice.
No, I understand. I have a pair of hearing aids that I just got, and thankfully I have like the insurance to help me out with it. But the hearing aids alone were about $7,500, and my insurance paid $5,000 for it, and I had to pay the rest.
Oh my god!
Absolutely nuts.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's another thing that just makes me mad. So yeah.
The thing that makes me mad is when the government says, prove your disability. Prove it. I'm like,
yes.
Like,
you're either disabled or you're not. There is no in between. Like, come on, man. My mom went through that. It was about a year to 2 years of going through it, and it wasn't until she was standing in front of a judge crying because she had to be off of pain medication and the other medication she needed for her disability. And she was standing in front of the judge crying because she was in so much pain. And the judge was like, okay, like, I can 100% see that you're disabled. So at this point, like, I'm just going to give you the disability, which I'm like, thank God. But then you find out, what is it, 5, 6 years, 8 years? You have to prove that you're still disabled.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, give us a break, dude. Like,
I think it's like 3 years for me. I have to redoing it again. I'm like, what?
You have no side. Like, you have no use of an arm. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so mad. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be mad for you. Like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to go through that myself too. I'm like, bruh, you can see, like, I'm in a wheelchair, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I got a brace on my leg. I got a brace on my arm. I walk it with a cane. Walk it really, really slow. I have a slur. You can see it. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
This is our government, everyone.
Yeah. It's amazing how the government immediately would just be like, you're taking from us, when in reality it's just we need support, and somehow they're deciding that we don't get that. I mean, I don't get disability because I have full range and a whole bunch of stuff, but I guarantee you that, like, I probably could get disability because of everything. I just don't want to go through the struggle.
It's not worth it. It's not worth the struggle.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
It's not.
Because it's a lot. And I would have to, like, work with my company to get the work that worked out and everything, and I'm just like, no, absolutely not. I'll just work with my boss. That's it.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. Honestly, like, I would love to go back to work. I want to make money. I want to make my own money, and you know, not have to worry about how much money I will have the next month. Oh, will I have enough money to get what I need for this month? You know, I don't have to worry about that no more. Like, I just want to go back to work. You know, like, that's just it.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, if we're disabled, like, they just, we're on a disability list and we get the payout. We shouldn't have to prove anything. Because I've had doctors look at me and they're like, you're disabled or you're not. There is no in between. I'm like, So the problem is we also live in a very ableistic society. And that is the biggest struggle that we have. Because people are like, why can't you do it? And then you have to explain to them why you can't do it. And they're like, well, you shouldn't be here then. And I'm looking at them going, why? I shouldn't be included.
Exactly.
Yeah. Inclusion.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Very big.
Yeah.
Yeah, this society, I'm telling you, is different now. Ableist, very ableist. Yes. It sucks. It really sucks.
It does. Yeah.
What can we do? What
I
can
know.
we do?
The biggest thing is trying to tell people, like, listen, don't be a jerk. Just don't be a jerk.
Right? For reals.
Yeah. Like, we're all dealing with something day by day. Like, I could be dealing with a very high headache and I really don't want to talk to you that day. So I'm just going to walk away from you.
Yep.
Exactly.
And some people are going to take it personally. And I'm like, please don't take this personally. Like, I'm just not in a space to talk to you. Or the fact that, like, you're walking and somebody's like, you're going too slow. I'm sorry, bro.
Yes.
I'm just walking.
I had that happen all the time in college. He's like, and so you walked around. I'm like, go around. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah,
Seriously.
It is that simple. Be patient. That's it.
Right? Exactly. Like, even with me, like my brother. He'll tell me, like, bro, you need to hurry up. Like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Be patient, bro. Yes. Wait.
No. This is my fast, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Right.
I'm not trying to trip or anything, okay? Relax.
Right. Go slow. Take it easy.
Exactly. Sometimes people just don't know. Sometimes they just don't get it.
No.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay they don't get it, because this is something I don't wish on anyone ever.
Yeah.
No.
You know what's really bad though is like we live in the ableistic society, but we also internalize it too. Like we immediately are looking at something and we're just like, listen, I can do this. And I'm like, no, actually I can't. Why am I pushing myself to do this when I can't do it? So
I know, right?
That's another thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Yeah, that's just that's how I am sometimes. I'm just like, all right, dude, can you do this? We'll try it. We'll try. 3 hours later, I'm still freaking trying.
Right.
I get
but I mean,
yeah, exactly.
The biggest thing though is that you're trying. And even if it takes you 4 hours to do something, you did it. It doesn't like, yeah. Time is not, well, hold on. Being fast. What is it? What is the phrase that I'm trying to say? It's a phrase they usually use with the hare and the turtle.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so
I don't remember the phrase. Was it like slow and steady wins the race?
Yes.
Slow and steady wins the race. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how recovery is. That's how recovery is right now, especially like for myself, for all stroke survivors. That's how we should look at our recovery. Is like slow and steady. Don't force it. Don't rush it. You know, if you rush, you're gonna botch something for sure if you do.
Yeah. Well, that's for everybody. That is a thing that a lot of ableistic people also don't realize is like if you just went slower, you could get this done. And it would be in the semblance of your perfection instead of being like this end result where you're not happy with it. Just take time with it. You'll be happy with it. The whole goal is to enjoy the process while you're doing it.
Exactly.
That's it. And I think a lot of people forget that too. And no, like we need to remember that. Like the whole point is to have fun.
Yeah.
And that's like us playing our games together when we decide to do multiplayer, which I need to join in at some point. But the whole point is to have fun with each other. We're not sitting there going, oh, we didn't win the game because so-and-so couldn't do it. It does not matter. The whole point is we're having a conversation, we're talking, we're playing a game together, and we're enjoying the time together. That's what matters.
Exactly. Some people don't get that. Like, oh, I remember in the beginning too, like when I was trying to play video games with my brother. I told him, bro, I'm trying to adapt to this. Give me a second, please. Like, let me adapt. He kept trying to rush me. He's trying to rush me. Like, bro, I can't go fast with this. I need to take my time, man.
Yep.
And he finally understood that, you know, I can't do stuff as fast as I used to before.
Right.
He's finally starting to understand, like, all right, he's slow. He can't get it as fast as he used to. So, you know what? Like, he's starting to understand that. Or not starting to, he understands that now. Yeah, he understands that now.
Yeah.
I just had to think about it for a second.
You're good. You're good.
Let's see. Here it says, question for all here in chat. Would you consider a TIA on the same boat or experience as a stroke?
What?
TIA.
Oh, a TIA. That's like a mini stroke.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
like a mini stroke. And... Yeah.
That's still stroke. Like, it's still damaging the brain. So that's why they're considering it a stroke.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how it is, but a stroke is a stroke. Whether it be mini, small, big, or large, they're all the same.
It's still doing the same amount of damage.
Oh, transient ischemic chat. Oh, Okay.
Yeah.
That.
When you said it,
Yes.
I was hearing D as in Delta IA, and I was like,
I'm
I don't know what that
sorry.
is.
I'm
And when you said
sorry.
it was, no, you're good. When you said it was like a midi stroke, I was like, oh, that. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. But I think when I was 16, and I really remember this for some weird reason. Like I was trying to, I was talking, and then all of a sudden I smiled. Someone told me, "Hey, what's up with your smile, man? Why is your smile? Why is your left side like drooping?" I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about?" So I look in the mirror and I see that I smile, my left side is like drooping down. I'm like, what the fuck? I was thinking to myself like, like, is that part of a stroke or something?
That it's another thing that happens. Let me look it up really quick.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What's his face had it? Justin Bieber.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Hold on. It's Ramsay Hunt syndrome. It's you can experience facial paralysis.
Ah.
That's what that is. But I don't know that that's
stroke related.
Interesting. So it's not stroke related, but it is a condition caused by the reactivation of the varicella zoster virus, the same virus that causes chickenpox and shingles.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
that was intense.
Did not know that.
No, that's something. All right, so
Yeah.
Kira says, I was curious because my mom tries to overshadow my stroke with her TIA all the time. Like by negating the heck I've been gone through to the basically nothing she experienced but passing out briefly. Ah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That makes sense. I gotcha.
I mean, I'm not a medical professional, but I would say they're up there pretty high. Like both of them are.
Yeah.
But a stroke is the ultimate end result of little TIAs.
Yeah.
Because TIAs are the lead up to a big stroke. So those are warning signs, essentially. But I wouldn't say that a TIA overshadows a stroke.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's still damage to the brain, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Yep. Ow.
Are you okay?
I'm good. My head kind of fell asleep for a second there.
Oh, fun. Yes.
I gotta work it up.
That's my leg all the time.
It's not always fun. That's for sure.
No.
It's not fun. No. All right. Any other questions, everyone? Yeah, what's up?
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you have scars, and how many?
Define the scars, like of surgery?
Surgery, yeah.
Of the stroke?
Yes.
Okay, because none of my scars are for the stroke. Like, I have one scar for the stroke. And that's where they had to go into the carotid artery near my groin, where they had to go in and literally did the catheter all the way up to the brain. So I have that little scar. I hated that. I hated it so much because they had to put a compression on for 15 minutes afterwards. And it hurt so bad. And I'm just like, you guys are putting me through torture.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine like that. Oh, all But for me, I don't have any scars from the street. I
Really?
have none.
Did
I don't
they
think
did
I
they
do.
not did they have to go in and like use that catheter to go up into your brain to get out the
No,
blood clot?
no.
How did they take care of the blood clot?
Honestly, I have no idea. They gave so what they did for me, like they gave me salt pills. I think they were. They
Okay.
had me take those to make the swelling
Dissolve?
go away. Yeah, dissolve, something like that. Like, yeah, they never went inside me with anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, this the
Oh,
first time I'm hearing this. Like, I mean, I've heard from your
okay.
story before, but for me to actually have to go to that, I've never been to that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do know that they can administer what they call, I don't know the term for it medical wise, but it is called the Russell Viper venom, which is quite literally just venom from rattlesnakes, basically.
Oh yeah, I've
And
heard of that.
yeah, that's the one that actually gets rid of blood clots. Go figure.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
yeah, I had that administered to me before they went in and did the surgery because I
Oh
had
yeah, that's
I had a
right.
blood clot that was the length of my neck.
That's
So
right. I
because
remember
of
you
that,
telling
they
me
had
that.
to dissolve it, and then that's what resulted in the blood clot breaking off and going straight into my brain.
Oh,
Okay.
I remember
Yeah,
you saying that in your story. Yeah, that's
yep,
insane. That is
it was.
insane.
Absolutely. I was this close to asking the doctor. I was like, "Can I see a picture of the blood clot you pulled out of my neck?"
Oh my god.
They describe it as like a ropey thing that's together. That's like all together. It's like a rope that was in there, and it's the
Woo.
length of my neck.
I would
Yeah,
love
and I
to
Wow.
was
see
like,
it.
I'm just like, what?
That's
So
That's
crazy
crazy.
though.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
Woo.
crazy.
yeah.
Ooh. I got the shivers out of nowhere. Holy shit. Woo. God. I don't know. Every time I hear something like that, like I get the shivers.
It's
Oh my.
bonkers, man.
That for us, it really is. That is crazy though. But
That's
man,
nuts.
just hearing all these things, it's like, wow. It's like, yeah, like what you were telling me, like going into me, I'm like, no. The only thing,
Yeah,
okay, the only thing that went inside of me was the catheter for my pee. That was it. That's it. Well,
yeah,
holy crap, man. Ooh. Oh,
yeah.
the pain. Oh,
Oh yeah,
oh, the pain.
yes,
Because
Yeah.
yeah.
nothing is supposed to go up the urethra. It's
Not
an exit
technically, no.
only. It's an exit only
No.
hole. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So I told him, please, please, please be easy with me, please. I could not stress that enough to them, but it was so bad. Like it hurt so bad.
yeah,
That's why I told myself, now I know what my dad went through.
yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was so bad, but I don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
Lance has
Mhm.
a story. Yeah, Lance, you're gonna have to share your story when you come on live, man. You're gonna have to come on and share a show with us live, bro. I'm not forcing you to do so. It's just there. The offer is there for you.
Well, Lancet is the one who made the group, right?
Well, he came up with the idea. I backed him up because I said, no, it's a good idea. It's a great idea to have a group of people who are just like us, like Shook Survivor, who love playing games. So
Yeah.
we made the group. I came up with the name.
Okay.
And I was
Nice.
like, yeah, and I was like, it had a perfect ring to it. Second Chance Warriors. Like,
Yeah.
Like that really just really it clicked in my mind. I was like, yo, this sounds actually pretty good. Like I like it.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to name the podcast Second Chance Words, because that's what we are.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We were given the second chance to live, to correct our mistakes of how we live. Like now, I've been the most healthiest I've ever been. I've been eating more better. I'm more smaller. My cholesterol is down. All that shit is down. Like, it's sad to say, but it took a stroke for me to get healthy. And that's sad. It is sad.
I mean,
I had to wait for this extreme for to make the change.
it's definitely a wake up call when it hits.
Big time.
Because I can't say that I was like 100% healthy. I'm still not. But when I went into the hospital, like they were looking at me going, "You look fine. What is going on?" And hey boss, we're still live. I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah.
Marky, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, we're actually still live on the podcast, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad, dude.
But yeah, it's definitely like a wake up call when it comes to like having the stroke and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, big time. And it's like I said, it really is sad that it came to that extreme for me to make that change. And really, no one should have to wait that long to make a change. Like if you have the chance to actually make that change, thanks for following, man. I appreciate the follow, Mark. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, it sucks that I had to wait this long to make the change in my life, and
yeah,
you know, it's just not right. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But we're still here. But we are still here, and that's the most important thing. And yeah, and this whole experience, this whole ordeal has been eye-opening for sure. Like that's all I gotta keep saying. Like, it really opened my eyes to change my lifestyle, how I live, like what I do for myself, how I perceive life. And here I am, still trucking along 3 years later, you know. And for dancing, it's been how long for you? Like,
it's gonna be 27 in June.
27 years.
27 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
That is such a long time. Like, honestly, like 27 years. Holy shit. Oh my god. I really commend you. I really commend you for really going this far in your whole life with the stroke and being able to adapt to your situation. And it's just like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I am stubborn, so my mom and my dad pushed me hard because I said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to work this hard. I don't want to hurt myself, but I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So actually, our guest speaker for next week, his story is actually very similar to dancing, because for him it's 23 years.
Okay.
Yes, he was telling me on my last stream that he was telling me he was also a kid when he had a stroke, and I was like, damn, that fucking sucks, dude. I told him, I was like, I know someone who's just like you, who had stroke as a kid. And I'm just like, damn, I can't wait to hear his story too. And I'm like, just having a stroke as a kid, like, that's something you would never think to happen. Like, you know, that's why, like,
I was healthy as a horse. I barely had the cold or the flu. And then one day it just happened.
Yeah.
Kira is asking, how old are you, dancing?
Should I tell?
That's up to you. That is completely up to you whether you want to share that.
That is up to you. That is up to you.
Kira, I'm gonna be 36.
Oh, we're the same age.
Yay.
I'm 36. I'm turning 37 in December.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll be 41 in July. Oh my god. I think no, Kira, you are not. I know you are, but you do not look your age. Not at all. You do not look your age.
What, Kira?
But,
or
yeah, Kira.
Yeah, I get that a lot myself. A lot of people look at me and they're like, "You're in your 20s," and I'm like, "No,
right?
Thanks."
Thank you for the compliment, but no.
Right. I don't hear any static.
I don't.
Yeah. I can. What's happening?
I'm just getting much real quick. I hear it. Okay, go ahead. It's on my stream. Is this still there? Is this still there or no? I think it's just my good stream. Oh no.
What's going on?
My it's staticky on stream right now.
Oh no!
Yeah, I heard myself, but it's static, like
Well, the weirdest part is the fact that you're coming through Discord just fine. So worst case scenario is I can just grab this audio from my side and I'll layer it on top. There's things I can do to fix all that. So don't worry.
Gotcha. How's it sounding now, everyone? Is this okay? I hope it's okay. Damn. Alright, how about now? Is it okay? Are we okay? Can you guys hear me better? Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. Sometimes I'll put my mic and I have to fix that later and figure it out.
Okay.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
I forgot already what the hell we were talking.
I know we were talking about being young and having a stroke and then our age.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
How old we are now.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was 38 when I had mine. I'll be 41 in July, and I I'm just thinking to myself, I'm just like, damn, 27 years though, like that blows my mind, like straight up. I'm just like, wow, wow.
yeah. I still miss it somehow. Like before the stroke, I could do like roller kingdom or roller skates. I could do snowboarding, skiing. Like I could do everything, but now it's just like no, I can't do that. Not anymore.
Right.
I feel that.
I mean, you could definitely still do like sit ski, I'm sure.
Yeah. I haven't done that, but I've done the
Either have I.
The snowboarding with instructors. So
yeah,
that was really fun.
Yeah, I have not been skiing or snowboarding. It's one of my things that I'm like, nope, I'm doing that.
It's really fun. I tried skiing and I twisted my knees. I'm like, no, I'm not going back to snowboarding.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay.
And Dara says, I think for me, I don't remember anything pre-stroke or sucks. That does suck.
That does, yeah, that does suck.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm really, really sorry, man. Like, honestly, for me, like, the earliest I can remember is 2 years old when my first trip going to Hawaii back in 1986. That's as far back as I can remember. But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing that's weird. My short-term memory was affected big time, but my long-term memory is strong as ever.
Yeah.
Does that make sense
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have to remember pictures. I'm like, oh, yeah, we did this and this and this. But if I don't have pictures, then I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I did. But if I do, if I have pictures, I'm like, oh, yeah, we were dancing to this and this. Yeah.
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 That is, that's something for sure, though, but. Just thinking to myself, if this stroke never happened, I would still be living my life in Vegas, like still doing the same thing, working, struggling, making money as a streamer, making more money, streaming, having fun. But honestly, that the main things that I really miss pre-stroke, the ability to bring myself anywhere if I need to go. I miss driving so much. I feel like I'm at almost. I hate saying this. I really do, but I feel like I'm at my brother's work when I have to go to the store or taking me to my appointment. Like I hate being in that position of feeling like I'm at someone's mercy if I need something. I hate that. And I don't know if you guys have ever felt that way about anything, but personally for me, I don't like being at the mercy of. I don't like that.
I hate to be a burden.
Yeah.
And I feel it all the time.
A, that, like being a burden, but B, also like trusting that this other person is going to be there to help you out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, we don't all have that. So, yeah.
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 For me, I'm just thinking. I keep thinking to myself like, when will I be able to drive again? And technically, I can't drive because all I need is my right side. The only time I would really need my left side is for like hitting the turn signal. That's it. Literally, that's it. I can easily reach over with my right hand. For one, I don't have a license. My license in California is no good right now. Two, I don't have a car. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I'm just like, I want to make money so that I can save to buy a car when I'm ready to actually drive. You know that? And yeah, that's like one of the biggest things that I miss is driving. I miss being out there on the road, just taking in the scenery, clearing my mind. I can't do that no more because I don't have a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss being independent.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes, yes, yes. I totally get that big time. Yes, I totally get that.
Yeah.
The independence, the independence factor is like the biggest thing for me. Like not just driving, but just being independent. Like that's like the biggest thing right there. Like
I mean, I am independent on my own, but when it comes to like the small things, like my mom has to cook me food, or my mom, I'm always supervised with my mom. Not that that's a bad thing, but sometimes I want to be left alone and outside, or being myself. So,
yeah.
I feel that very, very much. Very, very much.
Yeah.
I was having dinner with my brother and sister on Friday. I was telling them that I want to travel on my own. They're like, "How are we gonna do that?" I was like, "Well, I want to take the bus to go somewhere. Like, I want to travel to go somewhere." Like, my brother goes and says, "Shut up! I'm not gonna let you go somewhere." Like, excuse me? You're not gonna let me? Like, what the hell are you to tell me that, bro? Like, what the?
Yeah.
That's just like my mom.
I was like, bro, no, dude, you can't tell me that shit, dude. I'm gonna go if I want to. Like, you can't stop me. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get why he wants to stop me because I'm gonna be alone, and if something happens to me, no one's gonna help me. So I get where he's coming from. I really get that. But like, I just want to be on my own. Like, I just want to do shit on my own. I don't want to be with anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's ambitious. Like you said, like you want to be left alone sometimes. And I get that. I feel that wholeheartedly because I like to be left alone myself too. Like, as long as I have what I need, I'm good. I'll be good. I can make my own food. I can entertain myself. I don't need my brother to be here all the time to watch me.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since I started going to the bathroom by myself, taking showers by myself, changing my own clothes, like I only need him for a few things, like for laundry, going places. That's it. Literally, that's it. But again, it's an independence factor that I really want again. Like, that's the one that I really want to work for. Ooh. Let's see. And we're going on 3.5 hours here.
Yeah.
Holy crap! This is by far this is now the longest episode. Holy crap! But there's a lot of depth. There is a lot of depth to this episode though, because not just one story, but we're hearing to all three of us share something about our strokes.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's really a good thing for people to hear because not that just interesting to hear, but it's a learning factor. Like you hear someone's story, and you're just like, "Holy crap, they've been through that." Okay, so excuse me. So they'll know for the next part if anything happens, like they're going through, or someone's going through, they'll know what to do. And I just feel like this is a good thing that I started doing this to really get this out so that people can hear what it's like to have a stroke and live through it. know, having you guys as guests to share your story with us has been a pleasure, and again, not just hearing it, but we're learning from it. I learned from the stuff that you guys did, like I mentioned, um the 5 things you guys are mentioning. I learned that today.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, yeah, and it's been a great thing that through our experiences we can learn from each other, like the things that we do to help ourselves to carry on through, and
Yep.
it's been great. It's been great.
Yep.
Last minute thoughts, anyone?
Nope. I don't have
I
anything.
don't have any.
Yeah.
All right. Well, honestly, this has been a really great podcast. Having that team here sharing her story, having having Vic here as my co-host, and this has been such a great thing. All I really have to say is just, and this is gonna be more, everyone. There will be more for sure, and
Yeah.
there will be more stories to be heard, more things to be learned, and we're gonna keep it going, everyone. Uh,
Yeah. Absolutely.
so again, dancing. I'd love to thank you for being my guest this week and
course.
sharing your story with us, and Nick for being the co-host and sharing more of your story again. And honestly, been a great experience listening. And again, thank you.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. All right. Well, both of you enjoy the rest of your day, and we
Yep.
will definitely
Okay.
catch up again later.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Absolutely.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
All right. So everyone, um, that was actually no. Let me go back. Let me use the camera here for now. Okay. So yeah, just them. Yeah, just them. Gone. No one's gone. Yeah. Honestly, like I really feel like what I'm doing here, like hosting this podcast, sharing our stories with each other and to all of you guys, like has been a very good thing, and it's been very, very good. Um, Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and end this on Facebook as well. So, Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in, as well as YouTube. I'll catch you guys next time. Yeah, bye. Uh, then and this too. Perfect. All right, we're good.